problems, keep my head above the water, keep my feet above the bottom. I done paid my dues, welcome to the drama club. I done paid my dues, welcome to the drama club. You don't want no drama, I don't want no problems, keep my head above the water, keep my feet above the bottom. I done paid my dues, welcome to the drama club. I done paid my dues, welcome to the drama club. Where the fuck's my crown at for dealing with these drama queens? I try to keep my conscience clean, been bursting through the scenes. And this is my home, my throne, I'm not dealing with your hormones. When you occupy a glass house, you shouldn't be throwing stone. I got a couple of toys, mama's boys wanna call me out. Stop making noise, you made your choice, better watch your fucking mouth. Foolish shit, you hypocrite, your foolishness, it makes me sick. Every dog has a stake, it's what to say, the light's a bitch. My tank is rolling on empty, my patience is wearing thin. I give in, I'm convinced that revenge will be my best friend. I'm a beast on these boys, wanna set me up to sabotage. Dead on arrival, ain't no reason for the triage. You don't want no drama, I don't want no problems. Keep my head above the water, keep my feet above the bottom. I done paid my dues, welcome to the drama club. I done paid my dues, welcome to the drama club. You don't want no drama, I don't want no problems. Keep my head above the water, keep my feet above the bottom. I done paid my dues, welcome to the drama club. I done paid my dues, welcome to the drama club. Another day, another struggle. Life in the fast lane. To report a hustle, that's the price to play the game. I think about what got me here.
Hey.
I think about what got me here. These blood, sweat, and tears. Another day, another struggle. Life in the fast lane. To report a hustle, that's the price to play the game. I think about what got me here. These blood, sweat, and tears. I think about what got me here. These blood, sweat, and tears. I can sit back, reminisce. Think about things that I'll never get, but the pain exists. It's hard to ditch. Go ahead.
There's no timer right now, so we'll have to do something with it.
Get over it, holster it. Use this pain to outsmart these nitwits. Had to face these expectations. Had to push myself to make it. Amateurs wait for inspiration. I scope my bonus assassination. I can sit back and wait for death and ingest the pressure that's caught in my chest. Turn around and use it like a bulletproof vest and invest in the stress till nothing's left. All these would-be's, these could-be's couldn't see. They laughed at me. They still serving fast food. Now I'm headed to the top to the big league.
Welcome everybody. The computer's kind of back together maybe. We're live on both YouTube channels, but I would prefer that you make sure you're subscribed to both and go to Cold Beer Condemned. I had a feeling Sage was a bad news. So did Liberty Warrior. He probably tried breaking his shit. That's why he ran him off. I heard he was streaming on his channel without permission. I don't know. The show is probably going to look a lot different. There is not all my stuff is ready or whatever. So we get what we get. The sound is really gravelly. Hold on, let me listen to it. Mic check, mic check. Mic check, mic check, mic check. Does that sound better? God, I can't stand hearing myself. No, there's probably going to be a bunch of stuff that's messed up with the first stream because I'm just throwing it all together. So we'll see what happens. Sage broke the computer.
Nothing's ever easy in life.
Before he gets on here to defend himself, Sage definitely broke the computer.
There's a hole in my heart where love for you used to be. Be careful what you wish for, cause now it's just a memory. It seems that only evil seeds flourish in this family tree. I'll never understand you. Your motive is a mystery. I wanted to myself what I did to deserve this. Sometimes I think you planned it out. There must have been a purpose. Never
The grandson has his phone. Well, I'm glad he's watching with you, Carolyn.
Tell me, was it worth it? The pain I feel is amplified. The words are right and justified. No longer sitting ringside. Somehow I've been crucified. The things you said you can't deny. Hope it brought you peace of mind. You didn't waste no fucking time. So tell me now you're satisfied. Supposed to be my mother.
We'll fix issues as they come up. I'm not sure what's gonna pop up or what's gonna happen. We'll figure it out.
Only answers and suggestions. And now you feel how I feel by the absence of my presence. I'm not ready to die. You know I'm ready to win. I spend my life on the outside. I'm sick of looking in. You know they build these walls up to keep you in suspense. I know exactly where I'm headed. I'm never coming back again. I'm not ready to die. You know I'm ready to win. I spend my life on the outside. I'm sick of looking in. You know they build these walls up to keep you in suspense. I know exactly where I'm headed. I'm never coming back again. You can't surprise me. It's become a routine. So let me bring you up to speed. I feel a need for coming clean. To be perfectly honest, lost all steam.
Go ahead and start the bot right quick, and then we'll get started.
I'll admit I've made mistakes. That's a fact I can't escape. Wanna lie and to apologize. A little too late. So don't regret the things you meant to say. Regret the things you said in haste. Allow me to excuse myself and give you space to menstruate. Yes, I lost my fucking mind. Wasting time writing rhymes. Trying to justify my own life to someone to choose a side. You can leave behind the blame, but we all know you're the mastermind. And you can't deny you got a fucking axe to grind. So tell me how I feel. Share your feelings, why conceal them? I guess I was a scapegoat, and now I'm just a villain. But my sun still shines.
I'll be messing with the noise gate probably all night, trying to get my vape to not sound. Alright guys, here we go. New background.
Chasing after fucking fairy tales. And I know very well this life we need a prison cell. You're fucking crazy. You're Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, not attractive.
Welcome everybody. Thank you for joining us. I'm Will Bird, and this is the Cold Beer Confessional. I was explaining to chat earlier there'll probably be issues. They already said my mic sounded like shit, so there'll probably be issues most of the night. I'm just getting everything back together. I had to take the computer apart and kind of rebuild it. New power supply. They reseated all the drives. There's something wrong with one of the drives. It crashed. I lost basically all the data that I used to stream from, all the animations, overlays, backgrounds, everything. So I've been rebuilding all that once I figured out what the problem was, and now we're here. So there's an issue. Just bring it up. I'll try to fix it. I'll do the best I can, and we'll see what we can do with it. I don't know how well it'll work. I can already see my camera's kind of freezing up. But the man that you can thank for that is actually sitting in the guest room. Let me go ahead and bring him in. Sage sent me a piece of faulty hardware, and when it came in, he decided to brick my computer, and that's what destroyed it. So everybody say thank you, Sage.
You bring a little intel to this show, and the whole thing blows up. That's basically what happens. Just a little intel, a little upgrade here and there. If it ain't broke, don't fix it situation.
A little Trojan virus slipped into an audio device. I got you. I see what you're saying. Screwed me over.
I'll be going back to Liberty Warrior now. No, just kidding.
I wouldn't doubt it. I'm going to have to, hold on just a second, Sage. I'm going to have to shut down this other camera because it's freezing so bad.
All right.
Kill that one and just go. This one over here, maybe it'll work a little bit better. Reason? Yeah, it looks better. All right, I'm back. Anyways.
All right.
Yeah, the computer froze up. I've been rebuilding it. It's been Liberty misses you, Buffalo Bob said.
Yeah, I sent a couple things in the mail. He plugs it in, the whole thing explodes. Van caught on fire. All kinds of stuff was going on here.
This is actually a replacement van. We had to travel back to 1983 to even find it in this condition. We had new shag carpeting and everything.
Yeah, I don't know if I would say that out loud, but either way, that's pretty impressive. Is it actually a 1983 van?
It's it's a 93, I think. 93.
Is it?
E150. E150.
Nice.
The backbone of America.
Absolutely.
Wait, I got wood trim.
Well,
and
I'm glad
everything.
you're up and running.
Oh yeah,
it's got wood trim.
You don't see it back here
right there.
Look at these luxury dual vents. Oh, wrong way. Dual vents.
Yeah.
2 of them. One for you and your significant other. This shit's good.
Nice. Designed for vaping. All right.
Maybe you should have not messed with Simon. His alien girlfriend is hell on computers, allegedly. That might be it. I watched a show about Simon, so that could be what happened.
That could be. See, it wasn't me. It wasn't me at all.
Sage, send me a thumbs up if you want to talk about secret messages. Oh, no. Oh, you guys all watched this. I know you did, because while I was rebuilding my computer, I heard you guys talking about it. I didn't get a chance to really watch it other than like a couple minutes in a clip somebody sent me, but check out what we found over on Liberty Warrior. Sage actually brought this up. I didn't even see it, but check out this. So this is Liberty Warrior. I'm going to start playing it, and then we're going to freeze on a part on the chat. Check this out. Let me make sure you guys got audio. Sage, give me a thumbs up if you can hear it when it starts playing.
They were going, and then they turned sideways, and the other one had come turn, and they were just made this like plaid design in the sky. I actually have pictures of it. So
she's talking about aliens.
Watching them in the parking lot, and everybody else is looking at me like, okay, what's wrong with this crazy lady? But anyways, I'm like, okay, that's chemtrails. And then go back to, I think it was March, wasn't it, when we had that big freeze in Texas? Mm-hmm. My daughter and I were coming back.
Let it pop up a little bit. You guys can't see it yet.
And there were a couple planes putting down chemtrails.
All right, right here. Let me expand this so you guys can see a little bit. But over here in the chat, somebody named Dave Stone said, Jeff B. threw me a thumbs up if you think the military is in control. Now, Jeff is notorious for, I'm just asking questions. I'm not telling anybody anything. I just want you to do your research. I don't put information out. I just say, isn't this weird? But here's a direct question. Do you think the military is in charge, is in control? And they asked for a thumbs up. Now, what do you guys think Jeff did?
He can't answer because he doesn't give that type of information. So he's just going to let it go by and not respond.
Oh yeah, right? Exactly. He's just going to be the much bigger man and just let it go. Let's see.
Trails. And I pointed them out to her, and she says, "What's that?" And so I said, "Well, it looks like they're putting down chemtrails."
He just saw it. Look at him. He's mesmerized. Somebody asked me a question.
So I took a picture and sent it to my brother, and my brother says, "What is that?" I said, "Chemtrails."
Oh no, Jeff! Jeff, what are you doing?
Oh no! Did you just say something that you didn't say that's going to be proven on December 31st?
I don't even think
he just throw
allowed.
The thumbs up for December 31st.
I wonder if the several 100 agents that watch his show every night, that keep track of it and make sure he doesn't give away too much, are mad about this thumbs up he's got going. I would be.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. That's a big thumbs up right there.
Okay.
For sure. Hold on a second. So you can see his whole body. There it is with the thumbs up. There's no mistake in this. Screenshot it while you can. This is confirmation. The military is in charge.
130-40. That's it. The military's in charge. Well, I'm going to be honest with you. The military is doing a horrible job right now. Absolutely horrible if they're in charge. So we are no better with the military in charge than with Biden in charge, I would believe.
I'm just, it's a load off my shoulders. I had been worried about this and what's going to happen and is anything going to happen, but now I know that the man in charge, Johnny said he's going to get a call saying, "Pull back, big fella. You don't want a raid at your house." We'll have FBI agents and CIA fighting state troopers. It'll be a bloodbath.
Yeah, there might be a shootout. He'll be picked up, put in the same cell with Guantanamo as Comey. They'll both try to bust out, swim for it, get caught by the Coast Guard. Oh, wait a minute. That was true.
Oh, no.
All that type stuff. So you never know. They could be using him as a floating device. Obviously, he's the larger of the bunch.
You can't.
And they might actually make this. What?
You can't keep Jeff in a jail cell. He'll, even with one leg, he'll crawl out the window and try to get his ass to Wendy's. We've already heard that story. It's pretty bad.
Oh, I don't know if I want to know.
You don't want to listen to it. Oh no, what just happened?
Oh, what did you do now, Sage?
Chat's doing something. Oh, I know what I did. I need to do this. Oh, there we go. Fixed it. That was Sage use the scroll wheel. You're not allowed to use the scroll wheel, Sage.
Sorry.
That was the second most interesting thing in this entire show that they put on. The first most interesting thing was exactly 1 second apart. We had these two things happen. Here's the first hint. Jeff touches his nose. I don't know if you can see that, but Jeff touches his nose. Just 1 second later, Shane touches his nose. I don't know what it means.
No!
It happened. Allie was able to grab those screenshots before the government zapped it down with their Jew satellites. So,
yeah.
Luckily.
Yeah, it could be presence of aliens. Wasn't that the next caller? Bring in the alien caller? Yeah. Bring in the alien caller.
That's true. She was actually on the filming of a documentary they did. I think it was called E.T., Extraterrestrial. She was part of that documentary. Yeah, she was the mom in the film.
Oh, was she? Gotcha. Yeah, I actually, I built the bicycle.
You built the bicycle?
Yeah, I did. I built the bicycle.
It's a good bicycle. Sturdy.
It was. Wasn't designed for two, so immediately, the warranty was up the minute he put two people on it. I don't care if it's an alien or not. But,
one person. What? One person. One extra.
Yeah, but the alien. Still breaks the warranty. You can get an extended warranty. They'll call you for an extended warranty on it, but our warranty's over. What do we have here?
Did you happen to see this? Dallas QAnon cultists are drinking toxic chemicals from a communal bowl, family says. The family...
are we talking like the toilet bowl?
I think it's more like a end-of-life, jewel-encrusted chalice, maybe?
Chalice, say it ain't so. Go ahead.
The family of a Dallas QAnon cult member is sounding the alarm. Multiple members of the Leak family confirmed that their relative, who left her husband and children behind in Delaware to follow a fringe QAnon cult leader to Dallas last month, has been drinking a chemical cocktail containing chlorine dioxide, an industrial disinfectant, among other substances. Their relative has been drinking this cocktail alongside her fellow cult members and has been the one to mix it up and distribute it amongst the group as well, says family, who have declined to reveal their name of the relative in the group. She was proud to tell us that she was the one mixing it up and giving it to everybody, a family member said. At least they're not going to be sick.
Yeah. Well,
so the ultimate way to guarantee that you won't catch COVID is to literally die during the incubation period. So it takes 14 weeks to even show symptoms. You just die before that even happens. Or 14 days, 2 weeks. Chlorine dioxide is a chemical similar to bleach. It is dangerous to ingest significant quantities. In April 2020, barely a month after the pandemic hit, U.S. Food and Drug Administration issued a press release warning people against using chlorine dioxide-based products to fight COVID-19. Still, people posing as medical professionals continue to sell chlorine dioxide-based products online. They found an especially eager customer base amongst QAnon followers who think that the COVID-19 vaccine is part of the malicious government conspiracy.
What is wrong with people? I mean, at what point do you not? I mean, go in and say, "Oh, okay, we're going to round you people up." I mean, do they seriously? I mean, I am doing article after article that they are absolutely going to be targeting these people. And everybody's like, no, that's just weird. That's just stupid. We're drinking bleach here.
Don't be silly.
We're drinking bleach.
Don't be silly.
Don't be silly. Be silly.
They got it under control.
I'm just waiting for the tattoo. I survived bleach. I survived drinking bleach. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you do diabetes, you can do bleach.
It's the Clorox challenge.
The Clorox.
It's unclear why the group is drinking a chemical potion, as many believe the coronavirus, which has killed over 800,000 people in the U.S. and millions worldwide so far, is a government fabrication. Michael Brian Protzman, the leader of the Dallas cult, cult couldn't be reached for comment. News of the chemical punch bowl comes as the cult appears to be building towards another predicted climactic and apocalyptic moment.
He was supposed to release. I thought he was also on somebody else's show that does conspiracy theories that he wouldn't talk to him. I saw a clip on Twitter.
Yeah,
somebody posted.
Conspiracy Castle, that guy. He's kind of funny. But yeah, he tried to interview him and he wouldn't answer him. Wouldn't answer him at all.
No, he wouldn't. I'm not the leader. Yeah, you'll be the leader when they press charges. Absolutely. No, I'm not. Yeah.
They first came to Dallas over a month ago following Prosper's prediction that President John F. Kennedy would reappear at the exact same spot in downtown Dallas where he was assassinated in 1963. From there, Kennedy would set in motion the execution of QAnon's supposed underground network of liberal, Satan-worshipping, child trafficking, and reinstate Donald Trump as president. That's what happened, right?
No, we've been, it's been put off. It's been postponed for security purposes.
I wouldn't know because someone destroyed my fucking computer and I've been offline for several weeks, days, hours. I don't know. I lost track of time without a computer and a clock. Thank you very much.
Wow. That's
11 days.
I sense a little sarcasm. Oh, 11 days. What's going on in 11 days?
Absolutely nothing.
Absolutely nothing, and it's a scheduled event for nothing, right?
Oh yeah, it's some bullshit. There are 31st is going to be the deadline, or most people are giving up. I guess I don't know.
Yeah,
Jeff B's one of them. Dave is another. All the Jeff heads are agreeing. I don't know what's going to happen. Doesn't look good.
I want to know, is Jeff going to literally step away from YouTube if he's completely wrong? Or is he going to go, is he going to actually do what he said he would do, which would be turn on Trump?
Yeah, call for the arrest and trial for treason. I very seriously doubt he's going to do it. There's something going on in the Facebook comments. That's what I'm looking at.
Oh, I'd like to know if he's actually going to do it. I'm going to say no. The odds in Gitmo, because Gitmo now has a gambling area, sort of like Vegas. We now have gambling at Gitmo. They're taking all kinds of odds, how long for some of the hangings, how many polls, stuff like that. There's a bunch of stuff going on. So Gitmo's now got gambling, and I want to see what the odds are for Jeff turning on Trump on the 31st. Or will he backtrack and said, I never said that? And I'm just going to say, you're right. You might never have said anything like that because there's no way you confirmed anything ever. So,
yeah, I don't know what the odds are, but he's already backpedaling. He said now that if it doesn't happen, I'm not saying it's over with. What I'm saying is, we need to address this a different way or maybe from a different approach. But that's not what he said to begin with. He said that he was quitting. Treason is what he would call. That was the end of the road for him. He was done.
Yeah, absolutely.
He even started posting on his Telegram like some I wouldn't say it's anti-Trump. It was more like it was posts about
calling him out, right?
It was like audiences weren't filled up and balconies at a rally were closed so people could come to the lower section because they didn't sell enough tickets. It was the whole thing was like I told you this would happen. He's losing support. He's got to do something.
I think he's screwed. I think Jeff's got to do something. Jeff's got to make a decision or he's going to lose his women.
His women.
Yeah.
There's literally no proof he's ever been with a woman, so I don't. What are you talking about?
Wow. His women are they type in the keyboard. That's as far as they go.
Okay.
Well, it's tough when mom's on the bottom bunk.
He got a key job.
It's tough. Yeah. Exactly. You got a key job.
Yeah, somebody defragmented his hard drive, if you know what I mean.
Exactly.
Oh. Anyways, the reason I was reading this, I guess the article continues. Yeah, here, let me finish reading.
Shit, most women would hit the escape key.
After Kennedy no-showed and at 2 predicted appearances in November, dozens of Protzman's followers remained in Dallas. It's unclear what they were waiting for or what Protzman has planned next. The chemical cocktail is a bad sign. This feels like a progression. Mike Rothschild. Oh, no, a Rothschild. You know this was the same.
Oh, that ends it right there. Go ahead.
whose book "The Storm Is Upon Us" documents the rise of the QAnon movement. It immediately evokes images of Jonestown and Heaven's Gate. More than 900 people, many of them children, died in a mass murder-suicide at Jonestown Commune in Guyana, 1978. 39 followers of the Heaven's Gate cult died in a mass Minecraft outside of San Diego in 1997. Neither the Dallas Police Department nor the FBI field offices in Dallas could be reached for comment. Dallas PD has previously said they have had limited contact with the group. A group of people in the cult drinking communal substances is definitely not something to mess around with and is extremely concerning, Rothschild said.
Yeah, most likely the FBI is not responding because it's an ongoing investigation and we have people on the inside.
Yeah, they're definitely they've got people all over it. The reason they won't comment is it's an investigation. They're all over that shit. Kidding me?
Yeah, it's an ongoing investigation, and we have an undercover inside.
Yeah, there's no way that they wouldn't be all on top of that. That's like their favorite thing to do. Is, hey guys, you guys want to build a word I can't say on YouTube and then go do a thing I can't do on YouTube to a federal building?
Allegedly.
Anyways, the reason we started with that is we do have a video. This is pEnNy. The world is in utter chaos. Now I don't know who this family band is, but that's where we're starting.
I don't know his version of the Partridge Family. I have no idea.
I don't know. It doesn't look good. We'll see what happens here.
God, I'm scared.
Now I know you don't see us. You got a screen full. Get everybody. Hey. Now I know you don't see us. You got a screen full. Get everybody on here as quickly as possible. We're all about to enjoy a good laugh. This family is very talented, but this song is so cute and funny. I thought everybody would enjoy it. So enjoy the next 3.5 minutes. It's a great laugh, guys.
Third lockdown
2021. It's a little bit lonely, no one's ever coming round.
Third lockdown
2021, we bet we'd all be outside, but I'm still listening to the sound of their tears. Third lockdown.
Every day I'm treated like I offer room service, but they mess it in the blink of an eye.
Third lockdown.
I can't do this. I can't.
Please stop. I swear to God, all I see is ML. This is like ML desperately begging to come back on the MiKe show would do something like this. I can't.
Yeah,
please make it stop.
That's too much.
I can see ML singing the same song to MiKe. Please bring me back.
Every now and then I get a little bit lonely. Who turns around?
Oh.
I hit play. I think we're just froze here from. Okay, here we go.
Lotion.
All right. Good little
hey.
family. They do so good. They do such good music like that, and it's awesome to share with you. I thoroughly enjoyed it when I saw it a little while ago, and I said we got to share that on the show tonight, and there it is for you.
By the way, here we got MiKe, Stony Stone, Black Stone, Vault Stone, New Stone. I Am Who I Am, Patriot, and Sheepdog 1111. That's the guest tonight.
We're getting ready to get tuned up with a lot of information, a lot more than what we've been sharing. It's coming at us quicker, faster, and it's going to continue to do so until the flood hits. Friday will be a lot of surprise for people on information that gets let out. Think Snowden. We'll go from there, of course. But I want to remind everybody, the Jubilee is around the corner. The stuff that we have to deal with and the stuff that is going on that brings angst to our heart, we need to take to God for sure. Take every bit of it to God first. All right? Take every bit of it to God first and say center in that and build that faith bridge. Build it and enjoy what he shows you, because he's taking you on a journey and you're not alone, so that you know
a journey on a faith bridge.
Step of the way.
Oh, Jesus.
He's taking you on a journey to the Jubilee, the Jesus Christ revival like you've never seen before on this earth. with that being said, I'm going to pass it on to Sheepdog, and he's going to share a couple of scriptures with us.
Oh, God.
All right.
Yeah.
Praise the Lord is what I meant. That's why I said, oh, God.
Right. First and foremost, I'd like to give all the praise and glory to our 19. I have
Pencil, whatever.
I've heard them so many times. We can just skip them.
I
You're
get
going
it.
to start being able to get enough information to start identifying players and key players in everything that's going on. And, watch it again if you have to, because it's a ton of information. It's a ton of good information, solid truth and facts. And, that is our goal, is to be able to share with you, not only to give you hope, but to help you have an understanding of the things to come. And with that being said, Sheepdog, let's. I know Tony's still working on his little piece.
Stone.
Good job.
Yeah.
And he'll be ready in just a minute, I'm sure. To be totally transparent, Sheepdog, do you mind going ahead and leading into what some of the stuff that you're going to share here in just a few minutes?
I'm going to share here in a few minutes.
By the way, I don't know where it's at, but someone sent me this link and told me to watch it because they claim that Pat Tillman is coming back from the dead, and he's going to drop the hammer on the current military and whip it back in shape. They also stated we have a new Declaration of Independence, and there is a guy that goes by I Am Who I Am Patriot who says that we have signed the War Powers Act, and that's why Trump's in charge.
Oh, okay.
They're going to get to that.
Minutes.
Okay,
some
good.
Pictures of San Francisco Bay where Mike reported yesterday there was some issues going on down there, so I went and checked it out and got a few screenshots. They're not the greatest photos. I just took them real quick. I wasn't expecting to be on the show, but I'm going to show you some SH-60s or submarine hunters.
Nick M's gonna send demonic attacks after me. Oh no, Nick! Don't do it. Oh no! I'm panicking. If you can't hear in my voice, I'm panicking.
And they're just out there looking.
This is the exact. Hold on, let me read this comment.
All right.
I need you to see this or hear this. Okay. Will says he is not super religious. Let's see what happens when he has demonic attacks happen every day. This starts now. Have fun sleeping.
It started with you yesterday with your computer. How about that, Nick?
That's right.
We were one day ahead of you, buddy.
Yeah.
You got nothing on me.
I've had fuck buddy relationships that started out rougher than that, Nick. You're gonna have to do something to turn me on here. I'm not picking up what you're putting down.
Oh, Nick, please join us on Thursday. We'll drop the link and you can come on in and explain it to us. Same place. Well, actually not same place, but we'll send you the place.
Oh yeah.
Why doesn't anybody show up on Thursday to drop these demonic attacks? Shit.
Yeah, well, they only show up now because they think this is their spotlight. He also said that my chat's full of bots because he's on the wrong channel, so he keeps seeing the Restream bot post all the messages over there. You can tell what his IQ level is.
Yeah, 700s. And the other one I'm going to show you is a weather balloon that when I first caught it, it was just west of St. Louis, Missouri. And when it was in St. Louis, there was basically the power was out right.
More airplanes.
And then the next day there was some other issues and on down and on down.
Oh, I heard from a channel that must not be named, Sage, that which you thought that the government was controlling the weather from satellites, but they actually use a plane to lead tornadoes to places that they want a tornado to attack to. So there's military planes. They're not there to get in front of the storm for like emergency response and give people as much time to get ready and to like monitor it and stay in front of it and let people know what's going on. Instead, they form a tornado, then they hop in their plane and then they get up there with like a tornado treat, like a doggy treat, and they're like, "Come on, tornado here," and they call it over. Yeah, until it lands in Kentucky.
Do they have to pre-inform the insurance companies that are going to be paying the claims about shit like that, or they don't tell them either? Apparently,
you haven't heard about a little thing called Nasara Gasara, because insurance is a scam. Okay, you get all those payments back, plus whatever they pay for your house is now free.
I'll make sure I bring that to Fall's attention.
Yeah, got to be on top of that.
All right.
real quick, can I ask you which one you want to start with? The attachment, the ballots, or the San Francisco deal?
Let's do the San Francisco.
All right, give me a second. Don't share my screen till the image is up if you want.
All right.
Yes, sir.
And I encourage anybody to get these.
Hold on.
Hey, what's up, Mark?
Just give me a second. It's been a mess trying to set it all up and get it all in the folders. So, give me 1 second. All right, give me 1 second, and I will bring it up. So we'll start with the very first image.
And I apologize for the quality of the photos right off the bat.
Well, it's fine. All right.
I was just taking pictures.
You'll see it, Mike. All right. Yeah. Okay. Go ahead.
Uh-oh. Oh, my God. Please, if you own a computer, download a program called GreenShot. Okay, it's a program that you can download. It's one of the first programs I downloaded on my computer since I redid it all. It's called GreenShot, and you can set up a key. Like mine is print screen, and then it lets me pick out what I want to screenshot. Don't take a picture of your computer with your cell phone to show me any type of evidence of anything. Don't record it. Don't record your computer screen with a phone. Don't record a phone with another phone. Don't record a phone with the TV with a phone. Just take it from the original device, and that way we'll all know that it's good evidence. We're in Cuba, it looks like.
I have a Mac, so I just take a screenshot with Control-Alt-4.
That's right. What I can take a full screenshot, but GreenShot lets you like if I just wanted this, it throws up some crosshairs, and I can like pull out exactly what I want out of instead of like the whole screen.
Yeah, that's what I do on a Mac. A Mac, if you press Control-Alt-4, I can do the same thing.
Oh, I have to. If I use my command keys on a PC, it takes the whole screen.
Oh no. Well, we got to get you a Mac.
Hell no, fuck that.
No, go next.
I'll send it back.
I'll send it back.
I'll send it back.
We'll see who. We'll see who runs out of money first.
I just got to return to sender, buddy.
You'll see a SH-60.
I don't have to pay shit.
And then right behind it, it looks like a plane, but it's not. It's towing that. That's what it's towing under. That's what it's towing underwater behind the helicopter, and then you see it doing all the little circles and whatever. I don't know if they're training down here or if they're actually. You want to mute that mic when you talk, please?
Have you ever? So, Sage, you were part of the Coast Guard. Have you ever seen? Have you ever seen the sub hunters go out and train where they drop off that big ass fucking like line antenna and then they like drag it around and do all the communications and shit?
Yes.
Is that what this pattern looks
pretty much like that?
Yeah.
Pretty much like that one. Absolutely. Yeah. They do this pattern too when they would drop pumps to us. We would be in the middle and they'd circle around us, and then they would make a run over us and drop a pump to us and drag a line across it.
Right.
They do stuff like that when they drop pumps in the Coast Guard. This is a pretty basic training pattern for different type of training.
This is how hurricanes are made.
Oh, this is how hurricanes are made. No. I don't remember the bad weather after we did the training.
I don't know.
My fault.
I don't know what they're going to claim, honestly, but I'm interested now.
Okay.
I don't know if they're down here training or if they are actually looking for something, but you can see go ahead to the next photo.
Oh, it could be an escape from Gitmo. They're looking for
it.
Set up the way you set that.
Paul talked about
this
that.
one.
Yeah, and this one gives you a broader look, as you can see.
Oh, by the way, chat, I did want to let you know something. So we had an issue in the past, and I needed to fix it for the longest time. This is the only good thing that came about my computer fucking up. To where like the donation alerts either weren't sounding or were freezing or weren't showing up or Sage couldn't hear them. Now I can hear them, Sage can hear them. So if you guys go to buymeacoffee.com/cold beer, you can have David talk directly to Sage. And it's the most irritating voice in the world, and Sage loves it. That's his favorite. It's his alarm.
I don't like David.
Why did you have me send you that voice recording for your alarm?
No, that was for the voice verification from the background check.
Oh, okay. Voice verification. Okay.
Right in front of that helicopter is the opening of the bay, right there, and they're basically making sure that nothing's coming through there, and if there is, they're just basically protecting this bay. I don't know if it's maybe something around the area that they're trying to protect, but like I said, you can see the helicopter, and then right behind it looks like an airplane. That is a underwater, like sub hunter, like drone type thing. They tow it. And when Mike reported that, I went down there and checked, and this is what I caught on camera. So what I just basically was double checking to see if what he was saying was true. And this is what I got. This is it. Go to the next picture.
You want to see the next? Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that being able to validate things like this
That's
adds
something.
a whole.
That was 3:30 in the morning. Just a bunch of military planes taking off.
Oh man.
Towards the UK.
It's
Validate
almost
what?
It's almost like the military operates 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. It's very strange that they would be flying planes at different times and on different days to different places. What the fuck is going on here?
That might validate that. That might absolutely validate that they are 24/7 business. I can see that. Is that true?
I don't know. I just think they're doing something fishy here. I was gonna ask my wife what she thought about it, but I hadn't seen her in 3 years, so she couldn't answer.
Mm.
I don't know what that is.
That's
You can
blue
just go ahead
skies.
and close that out.
I don't know. I just took a picture. I have no idea what that is. Anybody seen this? I don't know what that is.
What are they doing? What are they verifying here?
There are planes in the air. If planes are in the air, we're at war. That's the saying.
Is that because that seems to be the new thing. Let's just watch. Wait a minute, I cover the boat. Either way, all these planes and they have nothing to base it on, and there's just a bunch of them up in the air, so the world's coming to an end. That's all we seem to.
Monkey Works actually sent me a message, asked you why you were so salty, and I said I don't know, and he said he thinks it's because there are boats and there are planes, but then there are seaplanes, which he also gets to cover, and he thinks that you're just salty about that because he gets to cover, seaplanes, which is kind of in your neighborhood, but he does such a better job at it that maybe he'll start covering boats as well.
You figured me out. He got me. He wasn't supposed to say that out loud. That was a secret between us.
He's got you. He's got your number.
Nobody keeps secrets anymore.
All right.
Nobody.
So let me grab. These are all sent at the same time, so they're all in one folder. All right. We'll grab the next folder. Attachments more from SF, and I will start with the very first one. How's that? Give me 1 second.
By the way, chat, don't ever let Sage donate any equipment to you. He donated $300 worth of equipment and cost me $700 in repair in 4 days in labor. So just keep that in mind. It'll come back and bite you in the ass.
It's so important that y'all see the validation of everything that we're saying.
Whenever you hear a report,
yeah.
Oh, Mark swallowed his tongue there for a minute. What the fuck was that?
I don't know.
Guys, whenever you hear
it's so important that y'all see the validation of everything that we're saying.
Whenever you hear a report,
y'all.
Yeah. Go ahead, Mike.
It's so important that you see the validation from all the reports that are given, whether it's me or anyone else. And
I know there's like delay and shit because like me and Sage have it too. It's just funnier seeing them do it. They can't handle it.
They can't work through it.
You also should be able to do some research on your own as well, and make sure that you do that so that you have the full scope of discernment and then share it out.
Okay. Long pause. This is on 1.5 times speed too. That was like a 3-minute pause. Mike's praying that no one noticed. That picture is crooked. Or his camera's at an angle. Crooked. Well, no, it's going away from the cabinet. Maybe everything's tilted in this aircraft hangar he lives in.
Yeah, it could be.
We've decided that he's a Nephilim, like he's a giant, and all this furniture is built custom around him to make him look normal size.
Oh.
Because he had an adult size of over-the-ear headphones on one time, and they look like fucking ear pods with like a band or AirPods, like a band going around them. He's gigantic.
You want to share it? You want to share it?
Sorry, man.
It's all good.
Is this the one you're looking for? Sheep?
I don't see nothing.
Yeah, Mike.
That's it. Oh, that's it. Share it, Mike.
Like Mike was saying, I encourage you to go, when you see a report, I encourage you to go check it out.
Look at this quality.
This is awesome. This is high definition awesome.
There's a line there that means something, but it's all covered with a shimmer.
just take their word for it. We felt we went far too long believing everything the media has told us. And if you want to learn how to track these aircraft and stuff like that, you can go check out Monkey Works on YouTube, and he'll show you what's up.
Sage, Debbie King is praying for you for some reason.
Can I ask what the prayer's for? Because I want to make sure it actually works.
Scrolling back, it's probably that you will that Liberty will forgive you for trying to steal his channel and his show, and that she said lying eyes, just saying. Then she said subs. Then she said, Sage, I will pray for you.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
Well, you're about to find out.
I need to do research. Don't trust me. Do the research yourself. I'm just here telling you stuff that I don't want you to pay attention to, but I want you to do your own research.
The last thing she said is, please adjust your screen brightness. It's hard to see through your window. What? Is your screen kind of dim, say? Or just turn
lots of stuff.
She wants to turn the brightness up.
Lots of stuff are dim over here. There's a lot of dim stuff here. I don't know.
And pray to be forgiven for trying to sabotage my show, to steal my thunder and my podcast.
Good luck. Good luck with that prayer.
I got you.
I've already completed my assignment. All right.
I was telling the chat I'll record it. Jordan Sather, and apparently Savage Dog's talking shit about Jordan Sather on Telegram.
You have to watch a few episodes. It's not hard.
Oh, she already prayed. She can't take it back. She already did it.
Darn.
Wow. What if that's her last breath she wasted on you, Sage, and here you are being disrespectful about it?
I know. Darn. I'll send her some equipment.
See if Liberty Warrior can do a GoFundMe for Sage to raise $10,000 or something.
Yeah.
Weren't you telling me that you had a fuse blow one time in your house or a breaker trip or something? That's basically the same thing.
Yeah, same thing. I had a breaker trip in my house. My kid was in the cold. Child abuse.
And you had 3 coffee makers and none of them would work.
None of them would work.
Child abuse conviction.
What? What's that? Was that out loud?
All right. So is this image?
No, next one. But that's interesting.
No, chat. Garlic is for demons. We've already established that, not clones.
Those are the different. Those were the
silver bullets for clones.
Different aircraft.
What are they doing?
It's riveting. Whatever they're doing. Oh my God!
If you look up at the top left of your screen, you'll see right in the middle. You'll see a red line, and at the bottom right is a bigger, like a ball. That's a balloon. So if you go to the top left, like I said, you'll see where it started, and that's the west of St. Louis. And on this day, when this balloon came up, there was power outages in the area.
It's an outage balloon, Sage.
And this balloon is sitting at nearly 64,900 feet.
It's an EMP balloon.
Oh, I thought it maybe was a weather balloon following weather.
No, what they do is they put that up to throw off the actual weather balloons and shut down the power at the same time.
Gotcha.
Somebody on a different show called you Sagittarius the other night. They said that cold drink guy in Sagittarius. It was strange.
Oh, that's awesome. Who was it? Do we know?
I said you're not a Sagittarius, you're a vegetarian. And then they corrected me and said vegan. So I was confused.
Oh, actually I'm Aquarius. If anybody wants to know. That's my symbol, my sign.
It's my sign. Why are you stealing all my stuff? I'm an Aquarius.
Are you really? We're meant to be together.
I was born in February.
We're meant for each other. I was born middle of February.
Oh, I hate you. What day?
Ha! Not the 7th. 16th.
That's so weird, dude. You know what the 16th is? The 16th is my dad's birthday.
I bet you it wasn't the same year.
Oh, it was not. He was born in 59.
I just kept track for a couple of days, like 3 days. Go ahead to the next one.
It's weird.
It is weird. There's a lot of weird coincidences about us.
Okay, there's a gap.
My birthday's the day before that.
strategic operations are lighter than air platforms have helped NASA, Google, the U.S. Air Force, and many others achieve and exceed dynamic missions, including communications, data, relay, surveillance, intelligence, and more. So these balloons have different missions. Depending on what mission they have is what they fly with.
So the Google balloons are kind of scary. The Department of Defense balloons, NSA, when they put up balloons, clearly they're pulling information from somewhere, but I don't think they're doing any to do power outages, because you know who's responsible for helpless people during power outages? The government. So why would they make a disaster that they had to come and spend millions of dollars fucking up even more trying to fix it? Doesn't make much sense.
And that right there, if you see where it says Raven Aerostar, if you go Google that and do some research on that, you'll get some more knowledge as to what that is. So anytime you're tracking something, you want to look at that, and if you don't know the aircraft,
should we do it?
I didn't know this one. So.
Let's see what this.
I can real quick so they can see it. Hey Sage, I want a sound clip.
What?
Of Fall going bonk bonk. Oh, that's what I want.
You want bonk? All right, I'll snag it. Yeah.
There you go. The Raven Aerostar weather balloon. They're on Twitter. It's not exactly
top secret.
Yeah, it's kind of just on Twitter.
So it's a weather balloon following the weather. You evil bastards.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Shut the show down. Brothers and sisters, help us lift up these two amazing patriots, Drug from Frog News Network and Trina from Angel Warrior Network. They both have C and are very sick. Doe is headed to the hospital. Sad. I hope if they're going to do if they're going to end up doing like a chest X-ray, they probably might as well swing by the zoo. He's the one who's pretended it's fake. He's the one who's ran around to all these conferences. He's the one who's told people all you need is 14 patches. He's the one who's run around and told people it wasn't real. Don't do this. Don't do that. He gets exactly what he fucking deserves.
Nice.
So, Raven Aerostar is a balloon. And right here, it continues down from Missouri.
How did that balloon make a left-hand turn?
I want to say towards Tennessee. You see how it kind of just changes direction? And
I want to say towards Tennessee, but it's been a long time since I've seen a map.
That's awesome. I want to say towards Tennessee, but I have no idea where Tennessee is.
Oh, God.
Right there in the middle is Ardmore, right below the little... See that?
Ardmore.
Down right there? Right, no, down. To the right. To the right. Down. Right here at Ardmore. It's basically going around this town. I was like, wow, they can steer this thing.
I figured it out before they did.
And then they would float off, but they don't. So I'm guessing they can steer these things wherever they want to go.
There's more than.
So I don't know if you guys know this. I only know this from where I used to. I fly drones, and I have my Part 107, which is like a commercial drone operation license in case I want to do like commercial video recording or make money with it. And taking the test, and I flew drones in the military. Mostly like fixed wing, like little airplanes. Still, a lot of the stuff that you do, depending on whether it's training or for scientific purposes or blah blah blah. So I do know that some of these balloons have little like electric, they call them thrusters, but they're little like electric ducted fans to move them certain ways, and a couple of guide vanes on them. But depending on what they're doing, if they're doing some type of scientific research, or if they don't have the they got something kind of stuck on there that's kind of like half-assed on there, right? Like it's good for scientific purposes, and they have to leave it open because they need to pull in this sample, and they need to do this. They can't really cage it up. They can't make it, more solidly mounted. Like it's delicate equipment. And a lot of times they'll have them avoid. They'll let them float. They'll let them drift as far as you can. But if you come to a town with, like, let's say 15,000 or more people, they'll actually have them avoid those towns from going directly over it. Try to make an effort to go around it. Try to make an effort to not go directly over this or directly over interstates or directly over federal buildings or directly over. If they didn't, imagine they released like 5 of these balloons and they all flew to the closest airport and just sat on the fucking runway. Like there has to be some type of rules about them. So right. I'm sure they probably directed this around this town, or it could be this terrain feature. If you see these terrain, is that terrain lines or is that a river? If these are terrain lines on this map, if they're very close together out there, that means a steep terrain. So there could be wind coming up through here as well. I can't tell if that's terrain lines or not. Looks too much to be waterways, but that could be a terrain line. That could be a ridge right there. The closer terrain lines are together, the steeper something is, and the further are they apart, the flatter it is.
Beats the eye.
Yeah.
Transformer.
And then it keeps going around that town.
Mr. Bulldog.
Atlanta. The north side of Atlanta right here. And it's heading down towards Florida.
Mr. Bulldog said, Mark lets a little bit of air out of his balloon knot to move around. I'm sure he does. That makes sense. Uh-oh, there's a donation. Oh, you can hear it.
I can't.
$30 cow gal.
My clone keeps eating the Christmas light bulbs. Help, Will.
Your clone is eating the Christmas light bulbs. I'm pretty sure that's a sign. That's like it's like a horse with a bum leg. You got to put it down. I think that's what you got to do.
Are you sure? There might just be a craving. Sometimes they get cravings, and you actually have to feed it bananas.
Bananas?
Yeah, stops with cravings.
That must be why Mariah is good at eating a banana in one bite. I always wondered. She must have been from the clone factory.
Could be.
The plane went to Atlanta, so it almost made it to Tennessee. Maybe we don't know, but it did make it to Atlanta. It's doing a wide arc around Atlanta's airport.
Florida. And this is at 65,800 feet. That's pretty high. That's double the amount of what a normal aircraft would fly. So at that height, you can pretty much, if you were surveilling or if it was whatever you're doing,
if they lose all their serotonin, you pour it back in. There is a fill port at the base of their skull. Sometimes you got to come in through the front, but if you're coming in through the front, it's probably because they've had so much blunt force trauma to the back of their throat that they've beat an opening in. Meat on meat contact will wear it down. It's like a tiny stream in a rock over 1,000 years. It'd make the Grand Canyon.
Yeah, see, that's over my head because all I remember is the vet telling me if my dog ate its own poop, you need to feed it bananas because it's craving potassium.
Oh,
is that the same thing?
No, we're talking about different things.
Oh, okay, then.
At that height, you can pretty much see from probably one coast to the other. I don't know. It's been up that high, but I mean, I can imagine.
Merry Christmas, Brian.
Go to the next picture.
All right, I said man nanas.
Was the third day. And you can see it going off the coast, and it wasn't much longer after this, it disappeared.
So this is clearly some type of scientific study. They're studying some type of jet stream. This is where pollution goes, something. They just let this son of a bitch just float, basically, even out to the ocean. If this was like surveillance or some type of intel, they would keep it like the Google balloons are basically like mounted to the ground with a big-ass tether line. Or they would have kept it over a city, or they would have kept it where they need it. Why the fuck would they take it out to sea if this is some type of government operation?
I don't know. I don't know.
Maybe
what do they even? What's their process here? What are they? Their goal here?
Here is the problem. Here's the problem.
Okay.
By the way, I didn't say it, but thank you, 30 Cow Gal, for the donation. I forgot to say thank you. But,
absolutely, thank you.
I think that fuel prices are so high. I think that Joe Biden, purposefully made fuel prices so high that it would be less fiscally responsible to fly Democrat pedo Satanist guys to Gitmo.
Yeah.
It's too expensive. So instead, he thought they would just stop sending them to Gitmo. Instead, they started hooking those sons of bitches to weather balloons when they're not looking, and it just jerks them up off the ground and takes them right to Gitmo.
Right where those foot traps, right? You're just walking around. Next thing you know, boop, you're up a tree.
It's like
now you're up in a balloon. You're just floating out there, hanging upside down the whole way. I got it.
It's like it's like a homing pigeon, but it's a balloon pigeon or a homing balloon. That makes more sense.
Yeah.
Got it.
Got a bunch of dangling Democrats there off this balloon. Nothing good. Sounds legit.
Oh, yeah.
But on this day right here, I got a report that there was fog for the first time in 24 years in Florida. So I was like, wow, the balloon's right there. I wonder what that has to do with that. I don't know. But it disappears right there. But next one. Let's see. All right, little advertisement. And that's it.
So basically, what I believe,
I can reset the audio. See what I can do with it.
and what he is showing you is that the tornadoes probably started out naturally.
They said, "Is it possible to reset the audio?" It sounds bad. I don't know.
Piece of equipment that they're calling a weather balloon, but they navigate like.
I reset voice meter.
Can I say something real fast? Mike, jump in here while we're talking
Absolutely.
about this. With the, I don't know exactly. I've been kind of staying close in contact with sheep pretty much the whole day because my weather just came out of nowhere. It's coming out of Iowa right now, headed toward me. It's supposed to peak at 9 o'clock tonight, and it's supposed to be in
the balloon brings the weather.
Start
you see,
low winds and pick up to 60 miles an hour and jump to 85 mile an hour winds by 9 o'clock p.m. So 40 minutes from now, or roughly. So I'm supposed to have 85 miles an hour.
By the way, quick announcement. If you're over on Cold Beer Confessional, that's typically my main channel, but we're not going back there till after the end of the year. I'm actually on the backup channel for the 22 people over there on Cold Beer Confessional. Make sure, I typically don't broadcast there. Make sure you go find Cold Beer Condemned. That's where we typically broadcast. This is just a show coming back after my computer was fucked up, so I let both channels go together. But go find Cold Beer Condemned and subscribe there, and then you can catch the rest of the shows besides this one.
Hour winds up to from 60 to 85 mile an hour winds tonight. And we wasn't called for any of this. There was none of it called till an hour and 20 minutes ago. I told you, sheep.
Yeah.
They didn't call for none of this. It's just out of the blue. Here it is. Now we're getting it. It's coming out of Iowa. And I got an bit of inside information on it. So it has to have something to do with the weather balloons or being able to change something. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Yesterday, after that
makes sense.
The next day, I was able to find another one pop up west of where you're at, and it basically went over maybe 2 states and disappeared. So I don't know where it went. But
did you get the track number for it, or the name and track number for it, or no? Did you catch it? Did you send me that yesterday? In the email,
what's
the
that?
Image with the track number on it? What kind of what it is? The actual flight number on them screenshots you sent me yesterday?
It should be on there. It should.
Okay.
Yeah, you just showed it.
So maybe we can track. No, the ones from yesterday. Maybe we could track it again tonight.
At Mike, how you doing? You look good. He's doing like shit. He's losing his following. He's crazier than ever. He's still pushing -48, even though that's a busted myth and nothing ever happened. And gematria, even though they're using the incorrect form in the incorrect way, and then they cherry pick those situations. So thank you for asking, Louisiana Deplorable. Mike's a piece of shit.
Right, and then
I'll try
update tomorrow. Yeah.
That's pretty cool because this round
he's even lost ML.
Yeah, he even ran off ML. That's true. Sage.
I mean, come on.
Can you run off ML? He's like a loyal serial rapist.
In your area,
puppy dog. That's what I meant.
In the chat are saying the same thing about other areas, and we just seen the path that just one of these balloons made. From my knowledge, there's 4 of these balloons in the air.
The one thing I'm trying to say, though, is yesterday when me and Sheep talked about this, he told me, hey, there's one of these weather balloons headed your way. And I said, well, the direction it's showing me on the map, it should fly right over my house. Now, today, as of yesterday.
If you just had an image pop in my head. If you hear that Toby Keith song, cause we'll stick a boot in their ass. It's the America. If you hear that in the background, that's ML outside of Mike's house holding up a boombox over his head, tears streaming down his face
in the rain.
Cause Uncle Sam wrote your name at the top of his list.
We didn't have this storm brewed through our weather. Today, we do have this storm as an hour and 20 minutes ago. So that balloon that went into Wisconsin could have changed the direction of the storm and pushed it toward us.
Yeah.
Right.
As of today.
I
last night's weather didn't do it.
I
It didn't do it
fully
last
believe
night.
that.
Yeah, go ahead, Mike.
I fully believe that they possess some of this technology still, but they don't have HARP at their discretion anymore.
Oh, we took down HARP. We got the HARP. Yeah, it's a base HARP.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
we should
they got
have
these
control
balloons.
of that by now. Yeah.
Yeah, I think they got these balloons that they are navigating around like drones. I mean, you saw the pattern of one just a while ago. I mean, they went around the whole town like he stated, and he thought that was weird. I think it's weird too. A weather balloon is kind of free flowing. and for it to fly at the height it was, there's way more there.
I mean, do they really think in 2021 that all weather balloons, the untethered, and as many as we send up are just going to be completely free flying? Because what if one's directly on course with a fucking airplane and not showing up on ADS-B, which is how they track each other? Like, of course, there's got to be a way to do something, abort, to deflate, left, right, something.
Good play.
I don't think they get
Than just a hot air balloon.
I don't think they do.
Yeah, it was 60 to 80,000 feet, right? It was in between 60 to 80,000 feet is the height of what these weather balloons are flying.
And it was moving between 3 and 10 knots maximum.
Yeah, 3 to 10 knots. But one changed direction and shot right toward me while we were communicating. And then it must have passed my house to head up to Wisconsin. And then last night, we had none of this on the radar. Now all of a sudden today, it's all over the radar. It's crazy.
Yep, man.
It's almost like they're manipulating it. But we're hoping you're right, Mike.
God.
Go ahead.
No, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I was just
tossing
that out there for a good laugh. I mean,
I get it.
I hate, and we've been praying for the people that have been hurt and in this and even died. And I hate it for them. And, somebody in the chat said, can't they just shoot these things down? They have to do it at some point, I'm sure.
What you do is you get an aluminum extension pole and a really big butterfly net, and then you run out all the extensions, and then you butterfly net them and bring them down to the ground. That's the proper technique.
During a lightning storm?
Yes, only during a lightning storm. That's when they have the momentum to be captured.
Absolutely.
The point is, I don't know if their attention is so many other places right now.
And them things are so high. I mean, it's going to take the rods of God or something to hit them from that height.
What,
you know what I'm saying?
What is with the rods of God? What is their obsession with the rods of God?
They saw how cool it looked there in G.I. Joe. It's a tungsten rod, aluminum, that travels from the heavens.
Yeah.
Rods of God. It's God's rod.
God's rod. They all want God's rod.
To use something serious.
That's the only way to take down a balloon. You know how fucking armored balloons are? You have to have something that's going to get through that's going to take it down. I don't know what else you're supposed to use besides a God rod.
Not like a BB gun?
What would you suggest? It's an armored balloon. When's the last time you were just at a place with other balloons and one of them just randomly popped? Never, right? Because they're basically made of some type of high tensile strength steel, some new age space stuff, but we didn't go to space. They just used space age as to brainwash you a little bit more.
You don't need the rods of God for a hot air balloon, but
if you can't reach it, you're gonna need something.
If you can't reach it, what else is there but the rods of God? If you can't reach it, what else is there?
Dreamweaver, Mr. and Mrs. Dreamweaver.
Think the white hats are wearing Jimmy hats for the great reach around.
Oh no.
Oh Lord.
The great reach around. That sounds like something I could get behind. Oh, thank you very much, Mrs. and Mrs. Dreamweaver. Look, we love you. Yeah. It just seems like you're more of a Cold Beer Confessional fan. Okay? We loved you. We loved having you. We like you here. We want you to come back. We banned you multiple times accidentally, and every time you're not here, we talk shit about you. But we love you. We just think you're more of a Cold Beer fan than you are a Travis fan. So there you go.
Absolutely. It's the way it is. It's the way it has to be.
Yeah, that'll work. But at that height, when it's done, I think when they're done, when it gets towards the end, I think it just parachutes down and just disappears off the radar.
Maybe.
Yeah, it's called landing. What do you mean it parachutes down?
A balloon parachutes down. Landing.
I think it just parachutes down, and then for some reason the radar don't pick it up no more on the ground. I haven't figured it out. The last one I saw disappeared over Tennessee or Guadalajara. I'm not sure. Could have been either place.
Oh, damn parachuting balloons.
I mean, they normally fly below the radar in the first place.
Right.
I accidentally found this. I was really just looking at aircraft and just looking around, seeing what was moving around, and I seen a little red dot on the screen. I'm like, on my flight tracker. And
Oh, Sage, I have something for you. Can
No.
you do
Maybe.
the world's most annoying child's voice? And then, wait, interrupt everybody, make weird ass fucking sounds, be annoying, lots of poop jokes. I need you to talk about poop at least 50% of the time, and the other 50% of the time, I want you to sexually harass every female in chat. Can you do that?
Only is it a requirement to be the co-host?
It is, because I saw another channel, and clearly they're doing it right.
All right. Only if I could be sending money to a wife that's not my wife, to a kid that's not my kid, that when I possibly have charges against me in regards to child abuse and things like that. Did I say that out loud?
A little bit. If you haven't, if by choice, you haven't seen your significant other in 3 years, like y'all chose to not see each other, are you still significant others, or is that?
We're unsignificant. We're unsignificant others.
Hey,
you see what I'm saying? Unsignificant. Yeah.
I'm like, what the heck is that? So I clicked on it, and it said what it said.
I don't know, RH. You're dealing with the whole situation. You're not going to have the I's dotted, the T's crossed, and they're not going to put it on your front plate and say, this is all that's going down. When it happens, it'll hit you in the face, and you will see it.
BB72, Merry Christmas.
In the room.
BB72 with 5 6-packs. Merry Christmas to y'all. Merry Christmas, BC. BB. I appreciate it. Damn it. There's
My deadbeat husband is doubting PSF. Last night he wanted to role-play the frog and the tadpole. Fuck you, Scott.
Oh no. He's starting to doubt Scott. Were you the frog or the tadpole? I'm so confused. Thank you, Egg Sugar Mama and BB72 for the donations. We appreciate them. Jesus. You want to role play the frog and the tadpole. Which is which? Oh no. Back to the video.
I don't know.
The Raven Arrow Star, and they caught my interest, so I kept watching it, and I started seeing it going around the towns, and then I started hearing reports of lights out in Missouri on the first day, tornado the second day, fog in Florida, and first fog in Florida in 24 years the third day. So, like I said, at that height, even though it's not directly over.
By the way, Mark said you remind him of Mario. You talking
to me?
Yeah, he said you remind him of Mario. You know, the fictional character created by a different YouTube channel that just started to exist 2 or 3 days ago. That Mario.
Okay.
Kentucky and all that other stuff, it can still affect
I'll make
the weather.
T-shirts.
Right.
Give me a minute.
To the right and left of it, all around it in its path.
And we'll sell
them.
It
can reach probably pretty far.
We'll just have to buy the copyright.
I'm looking at the radar. I don't see anything else right now.
All right. Well, keep us all informed, and we can use the Telegram chat because, it's growing out of control fast.
Oh.
If you get more updates, drop it in our Telegram chat, which they're dropping links to that.
Telegram is a black hole of these conspiracies.
If you want to learn how to track, if you want to learn how to,
One second.
And then you bring up HK.
HK, give me a second.
Everybody in the chat's asking about Biden stepping down, guys. I will tell you that I don't have any concrete confirmation.
This is from the 15th, by the way. This is the day he was supposed to step down.
It is being talked about in the back chans.
I thought
the back chans, as if this man couldn't cut any more corners in his life, like with his exercise regimen, his job he quit for donations for a heart attack. He's now quit saying channels, and it's the back chans.
Well, we got to keep the intel sounding intel-ish. Intelligence.
In Telegram.
Back chan. Yeah, in Telegram.
That's the new channel I'm going to start.
Biden was shot.
Yeah, somebody said he was shot.
Huh?
Wait. Why would he's like a 110-year-old man that doesn't even know where he's going. So you shot him? What did he do? Made a run for it? To the helo that he probably couldn't find? So you had to put him down? What?
He figured out the ice cream cone was a distraction, and he finally came to his senses. That was all they could take.
It was the only way we could stop him. He was making a break for it. He was in his underwear. He ran out the front door. He thought the clear door of the White House was open. He smacked right into it, got up, ran out, headed towards the helo, so we shot him. We put him down. That's what's on the back chans.
Thank you, Carolyn. Merry Christmas.
True story.
He's not shot. Oh.
We don't know. We can't confirm any of it.
Oh.
I can't understand why not. It should be real easy.
Hey, ex-sugar mama, that's a question for you. J. Hyde Ashbury. If I find a foreign wife and I marry her as a U.S. citizen, wouldn't I be able to get her citizenship? I know on 90 Day Fiancé, they have to have sponsors and shit like that. How does it work? Mariah watches that show too. How would it work? Mariah, if I flew to Mexico tomorrow and married a Mexican woman, couldn't I get her home and get her citizenship or no? You tell me.
Well, not unless you start some type of GoFundMe Cash App and go on multiple channels and asking for money.
I've done that.
Oh, yeah. For your wife?
Sheepdog?
No, not for my wife.
I don't.
Oh.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Means he's done. He's out of there.
Yeah. Well, Il Donato Trumpo said he was shot a long time ago.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm referring to.
Yeah.
Il Donaldo Trumpo.
That was a real Biden, but we still got
This is okay.
That's got to get out of the way so things can happen.
All right, Mike.
All right, you ready?
Sir.
What are we sharing? If it's more planes, I'm going to skip it.
Oh, it was up. It
All
was
right.
up, Mike. It was up.
Well, it was black on my screen. There we go. Y'all, hold on one second. Hold on one second. Let me switch networks right quick. We're going to go blank for a second.
Our
Where do they go?
team
Are they doing news?
They're doing news as it relates to their theories. They always change it and move it around. A lot of dead air. Merry Christmas, Carolyn. Thank you.
That's how we froze.
Should be back. Everybody here?
Yep.
I am. Take it off, buddy. I had to switch networks. They were jumping.
Did everybody make it here since I opened a window? Did everybody make it over? Basically like passing through a Stargate. It's the same level of technology. Jesus.
And knocking the other one down for some reason.
Okay. All right. While we sleep, the
They're
rest of the
annihilating.
world.
Real quick. They're annihilating me too, Mike, for sure. Go ahead.
They're all after me.
While we sleep, the rest of the world is active. Okay. Last night, the rest of the world was really hot. Okay. It started off with this little nugget. Hong Kong World Trade Center.
I got a little nugget.
Confirmed injured, hundreds trapped. A massive fire has engulfed the World Trade Center in Hong Kong Wednesday and has already been upgraded to a level 3 incident after at least 8 people were injured and hospitalized, according to Hong Kong police. Authorities say firefighters have rescued around 150 people so far, with over 100 trapped on a roof terrace. The fire reportedly broke out in an engine room and then spread to the scaffolding on the outside of the 38-story building that's currently undergoing renovations. Now, the report said there was more than 300 people that were trapped in this fire. And I've linked videos at the bottom.
Oh, God.
The first one on the right of Grassley. At the bottom, there's a video link.
Hold on 1 second. Give me a second. You don't want the cue. All right.
No, that's after Grassley.
They're all mixed up again. Putin. And
It's probably that one that looks like a video.
there it is.
No.
Give me
Go
1
to the
second.
bottom.
1 second.
All
If they're not
Which
set
one?
up the
Which
same
one?
way you send them.
Which one?
And my OBS just shut off. They killed.
Sage, did you send Stoney some type of equipment? His OBS just shut down.
I might have just sent him some equipment also. I'm on a rampage of sending equipment to people to see if I get them all shut down. Hey, I have a quick question.
Yeah, let's go.
If I was a felon and I wanted to probably either leave the country to meet someone or bring them over, and I lived in a car and I could spend 16 hours in a car while doing a live stream. Do you think that would be legitimate for me to be able to get them into the country that I could provide for them?
I think so. I think that's a job. That makes sense.
And even if they have a kid, probably because I have a back seat and a front seat, right? So I have 2 places. I actually have a 3-bedroom apartment.
Exactly. And so far, it seems like in your scenario, you've misspoke so many times. The kid is not only not yours, but not hers either. That was said once. So are you just taking a kid? Is that what's happening?
Well, if it helps get her over here and helps get me more money.
Isn't that what they claimed the Afghans? Isn't that what they claimed the Afghans and the Mexicans were doing? Just grabbing kids so they can get across the border?
That might have been where I got the idea from. I mean, we got the idea from. I mean, what happened? I mean, I don't know what you're talking about.
Hold on. Somebody in chat is picking a fight with somebody, and then when they respond, they're blaming it on those CBC people. Oh, okay. Happens all the time.
What happened?
Okay.
Guys, give me 1 second. I am having an issue. All right. So Grassley's up.
Okay.
I might glitch for a second.
Let's go to Grassley because that ties right in with all the winds that you're having, right? Strong winds expected. Most of Iowa today. Stay safe.
Wait. Hold on. There was a message there.
Right.
There was a message there. Hold on. Back up.
Expected. Most of Iowa today.
I quit watching you, Mike, when you had ML and -48, who I do not resonate with. Glad I checked in. I like your reboot. Yeah, the pedos really add to the ambiance. Works out well. I always said, if you're not watching an Intel channel with at least one felon and one convicted pedo guy or a direct family member as a pedo guy, then you're not even getting real intel.
Yeah, how can you? I mean, if you don't have those references, I mean, they give you all sides of it. They give you the jail side of it. They give you whatever side of it. I mean, you got to have the whole picture. That way you can stay, on the fence and not really go with anyone unless they're giving you the info. Then you just side with them.
That's right. Thank you very much, Roderick. Because Stream Elements is sucking, here's some of my Nasara Gasara funds, $9.99. Super chat. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate that. Sorry, Stream Elements fucked up. Uh-oh. Paul's going to hear it?
He might hear if it's not in and it has in his bank account. He's taking out a lot of loans.
Explain who Fall is. Who's Fall? Never heard of her.
Him. Fall is, you just have to watch the video. You would just have to watch the video. There's no way to explain Fall.
Is he?
You would just have to watch the video.
Is he Fall of the Cabal? Because that's a video.
He is Falldom. 100% pro Nasara. Pro Hopium. He's actually the Popium of Hopium.
That has a nice ring to it. It's almost like you planned that out.
Yeah. He's starting the church, and he even has a choir of mimes.
And we thought that he was going to be working for us, but it turns out somehow I ended up working for him.
Yeah, everybody ends up working for him. If any of the mods could go ahead and just throw Fall's channel in there, we'd love to get him to 100 subscribers and more, because he's just it's you can't explain Fall. You just got to listen to him.
It's a good channel. I like getting my updates from there. That's the only place I get my Nasara Gasara updates.
Yeah, he's got a lot of intel he's going to start bringing. It's a lot of information. He's going to be, typing up a lot of stuff, and we're going to be bringing some definite. If you're looking for Nasara and you're looking for that type of stuff, Fall's the man, and that's his pronoun, the man.
The man.
Ask him.
That makes sense. Looks like Tammy needs some attention.
Stay safe. And when any of these our big players post, we take and
so someone said real quick, I don't mean to keep pausing it. Someone said Fall needs a backstory. He actually has one. There was this military intel guy, 3-letter agency guy, Secret Service but not Secret Service, that once when he was running around doing his 3-letter agency shit, actually got infected with an extreme virus in his leg that caused his leg to have to be amputated and reattached. That virus that they removed from his leg, back then they didn't used to handle medical waste as safely as they do now, actually ended up in a toy factory. You got right out there on the conveyor belt in the mix for the hair coloring a toy, and fall followed them. There you go. Come right out of the factory, sealed
Absolutely.
for your protection.
Yeah. Ended up here. Ended up in a aircraft destined for the Antarctica. Circled all the way back around because the planet's flat, and then jumped out. He actually parachuted out. He hit a weather balloon, jumped off the weather balloon actually, and parachuted down until it landed, because that's the term that we use. Actual landed, and we found him here in Maine.
That makes sense.
That's why we call him Falled him, because he fell out of the airplane that was destined for Antarctica, going the long way because of the Earth's flat.
The ice wall.
Yeah, that's where he's going.
Makes sense.
This post. So the first thing we go to the Q post because it's AM. If it wasn't, it'd be 1832. But in this case, we're going directly to the 332 post. Who are they talking about? Snowden. Okay, so this is right.
Hold on just a second.
How did they get there?
And we researched this post. So the first thing we go to the Q post 322 because it's AM. If it wasn't, it'd be 1832. But
no, it's 6:32 AM, right?
332 or 1882. That's a 6, right? Everybody else sees 6.
That's a 6. That'd be 6:32 AM.
Strange.
In this case, we're going directly to the 332 post. And if we go down one to the Q post, the Q post states Hong Kong allowed as passport to clear customs with the clown in America Department of Defense putting a NATSAC, national security, hold worldwide. How does he clear customs? How does he clear customs? Okay, in Hong Kong. How does?
What's up?
How do you clear customs with a felony? No, never mind. Go ahead.
He end up in Russia. Who are they talking about? Snowden. Okay, this is right. This confirms what Mike Penney said earlier. Okay. Coincidence? How was the first agency he worked for? Who was the first agency he worked for? Who taught him the game? How? Who assigned him with foreign ops? Why?
What's the lady's name that Fall's always talking about? The lady, right?
The lady is Motion.
Motion.
Yeah, that's what he named her. I don't know. I just worked the mic over there. It's an interesting process.
He's the roadie.
Yeah, I'm the roadie.
Is this relevant? Future unlocks past. Watch the news. Spiderweb. Stop taking the sleeping pill. And then Q's answering his own post with who controls WH. Okay.
That says HW. Is he dyslexic? I mean dyslexic?
He could be.
It says who controls HW. And he said who controls WH. And then he said 332 instead of 632.
The sleeping pill. And then Q's answering his own post with who controls WH. Okay. WH in my research is hardware. Who really controls the hardware?
Or is it White House? Or hardware. Yeah, you're right.
Okay.
Now he confused him because he said WH, so he said White House, but then it's HW, so he says hardware.
Oh, what if it's white hats?
It would be hat white. It's HW.
Oh. Henry Winkler.
The Fonz.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
To glorify past true events. What is a PSYOP? Conspiracy? Push? Label? Awake? Spiderweb. You are being controlled. Sheep. Up is down, left is right. Revolution? Truth? trust the mission. And if you go to other posts, because QAG went down on me right in the middle, but we go on the timestamp and we go 2 days. If you spell 2 days, it'd be TWO. He says it 2, the letter 2, meaning physical 2. Go 2 days from now.
What's the letter 2? Hold on.
If you spell 2 days, it'd be TWO. He says it 2.
Or TO.
The letter 2, meaning physical 2. Go 2 days. 2 days. If you spell 2 days, it'd be TWO. He says it 2. The letter 2, meaning physical 2. Go 2 days.
The letter 2.
The 17th. We get, so Friday, something's going to happen that's going to be really spectacular. Okay.
This is 5 days ago. Nothing happened.
Nothing happened.
Now, the next part of it, in capital letters, is distinction, stay safe. So if we go to the keyboard and we just type simply stay safe, what do we get? Stay safe, be vigilant. Thank you for your service. God bless and stay safe. Stay safe, God bless, and stay safe this week.
Stay safe.
Okay.
God bless. Stay safe.
So the comms are telling us
I'll pray for you.
this is getting ready to go down.
Well, in fact, it mentioned the 17th, which is a victory number in the Bible for victory. It's Friday. It's also this coming Friday. It's also Boom Week. So let's get it going.
It's also gone past and nothing happened.
That's right.
Code on that post. Let's move on to Putin and Xi, the next one under the Q post.
And I'll be right back. Just hang in there.
Hang in there.
Yep, and 17 is also Q. Thank you, chat, for reminding me of that.
He forgot. Oh.
These guys. These are grown ass adults. That scares the hell out of me.
What is that? Putin having a meeting with China?
Which
With Xi Jinping?
Yes.
Okay.
That's certainly what I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a Zoom meeting that took place last night with Putin and Xi.
Yeah.
The discussion.
I'm thinking they didn't do a Zoom meeting, but
Probably not Zoom.
yeah.
If it was a Zoom meeting, that just means that Putin was using Zoom and then China just hacked it. And it's like, hey, how's it going?
Yeah, pretty much.
Because they're already doing all that.
Really?
I love it that they
thought they were supposed to be.
Go ahead.
I love it. They're like, oh, this is about them talking currency. No, what it's actually about is us doing the Summit of Democracy with a bunch of countries kind of going after Russia and China. So Russia and China said, we can have a summit also, and we're just going to meet together. And that was in the news.
That's right. They're picking sides.
Pretty much.
Mortal enemies compared to our mainstream media.
Wow.
Don't look like it to me.
Our mainstream media very rarely mentions that they're mortal enemies or that
They're not mortal enemies.
Jesus.
Yeah, not at all.
They
Why
like.
would they? Huh?
No, go ahead.
Why would they be discussing new currency? Okay.
Because what they're worried about is the SWIFT system shutting down, and because Biden basically came out and said, "Hey, if you start going into Ukraine, we're going to cut off the SWIFT system, and we're going to cut off the ability for banks to change money." So they're going to be like, "Hey, fine, we'll start our own system, and we're going to start to figure out a way to deal with the U.S. If they start getting badasses or think that we're badasses." That's basically why they're doing that.
That makes perfect.
What the hell do I know? But it's got to be Nassara, so stop paying Phil money because he doesn't need any more money. Because if Nassara is kicking in, I don't know why he still needs money.
Exactly. None of them do. Anybody that believes in Nassara Gassara should take down all their merch, everything they sell, every type of paid membership, all donation links, everything. If you believe in Nassara Gassara, get the fuck up off my dick. You're getting your own money.
Right. It's all got to come down now. You're done. It comes December 31st. You're getting your money. What do you greedily taking the most money you can right now just before the money kicks in. That sounds kind of greedy.
Yeah, exactly. I'm skipping ahead.
Why do people need donations if your money's kicking in 11 days? You know
exactly.
What I mean?
They
just
don't
wait 11 days.
Just wait for it. You don't
11 days, I'm going to have millions.
Don't even need all that silver. You're going to have all that universal basic income from the Vatican. Vatican gold.
I do not need to stop recording.
I need to.
What is your name, sir? And I love you guys. I appreciate you.
I understand, sir.
I appreciate you guys, but this is
Steph Moreno.
Okay.
I'm asking you to please step back.
Okay, and I'm saying no. I'm going to stand right here and watch this, and record the invasion.
For your own security.
For my own security, I will take that risk on myself.
I need you to please move back.
Sir, this is where I'm going to stand. So either we both stand here. This is where I'm going to stand. As an American citizen, I have a right to record this.
I need you to please move back to where you're.
Do you see what's happening right here? Why is there nobody down there apprehending the cartel coyote that's bringing them across? That's the question. This is what's happening in America. You've got Joe Biden inviting this into our country and using our National Guard troops to stop American citizens from showing you that's actually happening.
So you're not allowed to be recording?
I am allowed to be recording, sir. Please show me where I'm not allowed.
Show me where you have the ability. I'm telling you.
The Constitution, the First Amendment. You realize your job is to protect America. I know. I'm just. You guys swore an oath to the Constitution, not to Joe Biden.
By the way, Jeff's secret intel guy thinks that it's going to be a good Christmas because Trump said it was, so he's coming back. He actually challenged Jeff and said, well, you got 7 more days and 6 hours to see if your boy shows up. Jeff said, my boy. And he said, yep, Trump. He said it's going to be a good Christmas, didn't he? What's that mean?
Oh, who actually said that to him?
He said that it was a phone call with his friend.
A phone call?
Who's a secret super agent, dude.
Nice.
Do me a favor and reread your oath. It's not to Joe Biden, it's to the Constitution.
All right. Now, you saw the evidence. What the and we're good, Stoney, unless you want to go back to the
So is this why we
Trade Center.
I'm going to play this video for everybody right here at the White House, so everybody can kind of get an idea of what's going on.
Here we go.
Video of the White House.
Hold on, Stoney. Hold that.
There's purple lights.
Hold that thought real quick. Okay. I am. Go ahead and finish with your thought process and your story there behind what you were sharing.
Okay. Those immigrants that were coming across got interviewed in the second video. They reportedly said from a man that spoke Spanish that they're being encouraged to come across because they're being offered money, food, and housing.
That's right, Jim from Florida.
On the other side. So they're telling them down in Mexico, come up. You get lots of food, lots of money, lots of housing. Everything's free. We're being invaded, people. And it's real. And it's live. And that happened last night.
So they're giving money. They're giving money.
What the hell are you shaking?
Me?
Yeah.
My water bottle.
Oh, it sounded like a can that was half full of something.
Away at the border, but they want to ID everybody else when they go get their stimulus.
Yeah, well, the bad thing about it is they're giving money away that has no worth.
Right.
And they're sending them up into the country with money.
What's up?
They're sending them they're giving money away that has no worth. I love it.
Yeah, and they're going to Mexican towns and telling them, "Hey, come this way for free stuff." They got several Jeffs down. I mean, secret agents down there that are just hanging out, telling them, "Here we go."
Remember, so if you're donating to any of them, like pennies or anybody like that, you're donating money that has no worth. You're giving them stuff that's worth nothing. Stop it.
He made $75,000 for faking a heart attack and quit his job. That was worthless to him. He really did it for you.
Oh, well, thank God.
To get that worthless money out of your account so it didn't clog up your Nasara fund.
Yeah, now it makes room. That makes perfect sense. That's it.
Bank accounts are only so big.
True. That's very true.
Money that has no worth. We know that all countries, including ours, has been locked down and forbidden to print any more money. So now the money's not showing up in the stores and stuff because these people aren't spending money in our stores and buying our products. They're sending it back to Mexico.
What do you think about Flynn's brother being the military person in charge in the South Pacific waters? I think he got a promotion, and that's what he does. He and his brother don't even speak, according to family insiders. But, I mean, it has nothing to do with it. That guy's got an excellent service history and a record
that speaks for itself, and he was promoted to that position. I don't think it weighed anything on his brother.
Sicko.
I got family members I don't want my employer knowing about.
Yeah.
Or wherever they came from.
Or they're spending the money at the PXs at the bases when they get
Right.
relocated. They're relocated to our military bases on our dime.
Right.
Okay. I had another thought on that. But think about this. Those soldiers were National Guard. Okay. Again, our dime. Really? National Guard? I thought they worked for us.
Yeah, so...
Well, it depends on what orders they're on. They can work for the state or the federal government. Got Title 10 and Title 32.
With that being said, man, what you're really talking about, not only in my opinion, but in the evidence that's been shown, the National Guard and many other parts of the military still have to be dealt with. So now we've got to tie together NATO.
That's what I'm hoping somebody shows, Jetflex. So the other day, somebody sent me a clip of a show. I've about quit watching these shows, and it didn't help none that my computer was down, but I just can't. I don't know. I can't take it anymore. My blood pressure gets so high screaming at it. But because they just say the dumbest shit that's been debunked for fucking months or years or, for a while. And I know that they know it's debunked. They just keep peddling the same thing over and over again. But they claim that someone was wheeled out of the White House on a stretcher. And it's all on the webcam. Not that there's, unmarked exits. Not that there's secret ways to get out. Not that there's a tunnel system that, they use for like the trash and the employees and all that shit. Not that they, use the medical facilities that are literally in there in the fucking first story of the basement. That they wheeled out someone on a stretcher out the front fucking door.
Yeah. Yeah, it sounds legit.
It's a sign.
That's about right. And you know what it is? It's because you would have expected all of the other ones to be used. We're going right out the front door.
Right. That way you know that the cabal is headed right out the front door.
Correct. That's who we are.
To take down those two and our own military-industrial complex. Which is
I thought everything's being run by the military.
Which is what
Well, who's military?
I thought it was all being run. The military's in charge.
Exactly.
Well,
thumbs up.
Look up the chain of command of the National Guard. Guess what we found? FEMA is first in line in a situation. Homeland Security is second. Now, in time of wartime, if we were in wartime...
That's not true. So
yeah, it should be the governor, right?
So if you're on state's orders, the governor would be who gives you your orders, and he literally signs your orders when they come out, or have your governor's signature on it. Then you'll have some type of, for the whole state, no matter which branch it is, you'll have like a adjutant general, and he might be Army, he might be Air Force, he might be Marines, but he'll do the whole whatever reserve or guard component is, so the Air National Guard and the Army National Guard, and then you have another one for all the reserves. But this it doesn't, and when you're on federal orders, it goes to the president. It's the same as being in the regular Army. But in natural disasters, they're saying chain of command. In natural disasters, I have no doubt that FEMA might say, hey, we need 300 men over here, and we want them to start doing this and pass out these supplies. Sure, that has nothing to do with chain of command.
Correct.
Right. The highest ranking official is Commander-in-Chief. So I'm just putting it out there. That's what we found. So,
wow.
I'm not saying...
Yeah, I mean, why do you think that Trump gave Chris Miller and Ezra the authority to deal with FEMA?
Because it was him flipping off the world at the end. First of all, I think he might have had a batshit crazy idea that he was going to try to stay and try to have friends at the Pentagon and maybe do something with the Insurrection Act. But luckily, calmer heads prevailed because it would have sparked a fucking war. Second of all, it's just a good fuck you to say, okay, 3 days before I'm leaving, I'm gonna assign a new person in charge over here because fuck that guy. I never liked him anyways.
Right, and I agree 100%. I think Trump actually felt that Trump learned what it was to be in politics. You're only worth what you're worth when you have a position of leverage. So once his position of leverage was gone, Trump realized, shit, nobody's on my side. Damn, I'm out of here. And he actually thought people who backed him when he had authority were going to back him when he was out the door. And he found out that's not how politics work. And poof, he was gone.
Yeah. He's turning into more and more of a politician every day.
It sure is. Absolutely sure is. Watch his video. That's absolutely politician Trump.
Ezra Cohen Watnick and Chris Miller left the day Trump left, and they were replaced. You can find that they say, oh, you can still look up on the Department of Defense or on Congress blah 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 or Pentagon.org or whatever bullshit they've replaced. Johnny's been around and around that battle with Jeff B.
It's all about exposure, guys. You're getting this. Go ahead.
And think about what FEMA just did in the tornadoes in the Midwest, right? They didn't come to bring help. They come and brought vaccines to the people. They run us off, patriots, and they show up with vaccines because they didn't want us to record it, see it, bring that to your attention. Whenever a major catastrophe that happened in the Midwest, FEMA usually shows up with temporary housing, right? That's what they need most: water, food, whatever it takes to survive.
Clothes.
These idiots show up with vaccines. Really?
Wow.
You know, the corruption is off the chart.
You got to love the educated stupid.
Educated stupid.
Tell me about
it.
It's like you said.
Should have known.
And Chief Dog and Sony, the corruption is way off the charts. And guys, it's coming at us.
Way off the charts.
It's coming at us.
Who has the corruption chart to know we're off of it yet?
I am. Does that cover everything you wanted to cover?
Yeah.
I would kind of assume we've been at high levels of corruption since the beginning. I haven't seen the chart either.
I know it. I know what I'll be making.
A corruption chart?
Yeah, I'm going to make one.
Well, then we went to the White House at 4 o'clock this morning, and the video that Stoney's about to play will show you what happened there.
All right. So, guys, if you have questions about what he shared so far, save them to the end. We're going to do a quick Q&A at the end, okay? I'll try to get as many as I can on, and we'll get the questions answered. But
we're coming up on some Pat Tillman stuff here soon.
Is the depth for which everything's playing out here in the United States after what you already learned was playing out across the globe, across the pond and the globe.
Are we ready?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's roll.
This is the best I can do. Zoomed in on my own screen recording.
What the hell was that?
That's like a TikTok. On TikTok, you can use like different filters where when you type something else up, there'll be a voice that reads it out. Sometimes it's like the iPhone voice. Sometimes it's like that creepy voice or whatever. But here's the screen recording. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Is that stretcher person? Look at that.
All right.
That could have been literally any type of two-person lift or wheeled device in the world. But was it a stretcher? Think so.
Has to be a stretcher.
That was it, folks.
The video was taken from the live Earth TV cam that points at the White House. Soon after that, the White House went dark.
Hold on just a second. What account was that from?
It looks like
Ban_Shan. Yeah, let me see if I can grab that original clip and we'll be able to zoom in a little bit better, I think. I can even make it bigger on the stream. Let's see.
Oh, these guys. I mean, it is unbelievable. We're going to take it right out the front door. We know there's a camera there. Some of these, White House cams.
Where else would
So we
they
should
go?
take it right out past the cam to make it legit. I mean, these are top secret people. This is our intel people.
All right, I've got it. Here it comes. You ready for this?
This is the best I can do. Zoomed in on my own screen recording.
I'm fixing to turn off the sound because we're going to be watching this over and over. Let me move it around where everybody can see better on the stream.
somebody comment above too?
Yeah, well, they're just asking. This is
okay.
this is a response to somebody's question. They said, I am blind as a bat. What is happening? This is the best I can do. I zoomed in on my own screen recording. Oh no, my merch alert's going to get in the way. By the way, we got new merch and old merch. But the new merch ships
Yeah, I bought a whole bunch of merch.
All right, so
Not a stretcher.
literally, first of all, literally on this night, all these people were talking about all these trucks that were out front. They had a party catered at the White House, and these are catering, supplies, tables, the food, everything was parked out on the north lawn in the loop. These are caterers, the trucks were, and now they're bringing something out the door.
Now watch, stop. When the back person carries it, it's almost like it's on wheels or they're pushing a cart because it gets away from them. And when you carry a stretcher, you're uptight on it, right? You're not carrying it like this. You're not pushing your arms out like this. Watch the back guy. He actually gets away from him.
That'd be a rough ride.
Let's see. Hang on.
It's definitely not a stretcher. It's way too fucking.
Exactly. And, well, you know, they have the kids. Save the kids.
I just saw him shove it pretty.
Yeah. You saw that? Okay, now watch right around here when he makes his turn. See how he's way back from the... See that right there? Like he's pulling it?
Uh-huh.
It's almost like he pulled it. Now, I haven't carried a lot of stretchers. I'm going to be honest with you. There haven't been a lot of stretchers that have left my front door.
I've moved like regular stretchers, but I've also done like the beds they keep in the back of an ambulance.
Besides the fact that that's some type of file cabinet, go back. You can see the gray of the file cabinet because that's a white wall, and there's actually a color difference.
It's hard to go back on TikTok, but.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, then just go. I mean, you can see the guy pull it.
There's a color difference right there. It looks like maybe a gray cart or maybe a tablecloth over a cart, maybe a serving cart.
Serving cart, probably.
Again, it was a catered event. Right there, it looks like a very rectangle serving cart with some type of different color than the White House, a little bit darker, tablecloth hanging all the way down. It even looks like the guy's looking down like they're coming off a curb or a sidewalk edge. Like he's looking down like, oh, here go the wheels. While we were all focused on this, Johnny spotted a ghost in the upper window.
Oh.
That's what we were really supposed to be looking at.
Yeah, that's what the problem was. Damn.
So they had a party that night, and I guess when they packed up the party, it was like 3 a.m. when they packed up everything, but that just means they like to party, I guess. I mean, like so they probably set the party and then served at the party, and then after the serving and party, I'm sure the drink people, everybody else probably just left and let them hang out as long as they want to, and I'm sure they won't go in the White House and like pull the shit out from under them. It's not like you're paying by the hour and they're like, time's up. Like you keep it as long as you want until everybody's done, then they go get it.
These bastards.
The way he swings it around like that, I don't think you can do a stretcher like that. Not to mention that sidewalk's not wide enough for a full stretcher for them both to be on the sidewalk right there.
Even Char just said the same thing. It's like, come on now.
He swings it too hard, too quick. It wouldn't turn like that. Not seeing it, guys.
Yeah, and then when he gets down here, one pulls it. You can actually see him pull it.
Leaning out in front, yeah.
Right here.
Oh, yeah, he's leaning hard.
Right there, he pulls it.
Yeah, you can call the White House switchboard.
Yeah, patches through.
It just has a recording about who the president is, time of day, what the date is. White House tours are currently closed for coronavirus, but you can call the switchboard. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's going to be like a serving car. It might be one of those. Sage, have you ever been to like a catered party where they have like
they're really fucking heavy, and their carts about that size that have like all the dishes in there spring loaded or all the glassware slid in it.
Yep.
Could be any of those. I mean, it's equipment for their catered event.
Somebody said they were smuggling out Jeff B. incognito.
Oh no. I do see that too. Somebody at the tree. There is somebody at the tree, either part of their party or security. I mean, when there's something going on like this, I would say typically from what I've seen, there's probably Secret Service out here and security, Secret Service at the door, and security, Secret Service all on the first floor. Not to mention it could have been one of their workers, waiting on this to be delivered so he can put the last thing in the truck so he can leave or whatever.
Yeah. Good.
That's how Jeff B gets his good intel. He sneaks in on the serving cart.
Yeah, that's what I think might happen. That could be a good possibility.
That's right.
Yeah. Under table intel.
So we did find that. I was hoping to see that sometime. I didn't know they covered it, but
soon after that, the White House went dark. Okay.
Yeah, because the party was over.
And we know
Jeff avoid you long time.
the POW flag is still flying over the White House. The POW flag means captured operation. Why would they be moving things out of the White House at 4 a.m. and then turning the lights off? Your guess is as good as mine.
Because they had a party that night.
Because the cater event is over.
Yeah, and again, they just let them hang out as long as they want to. They're not like, okay, guys, hour's up. Like they get paid a base rate to let them. If there's 300 people there, and 3 of them want to party until 6 a.m. and like the Secret Service or the president and then make them fucking go home, the caterers aren't going to rush in there and take your shit. It's there for as long as they want to go, guaranteed.
Right.
What do you think, Mike? What is your opinion?
My first opinion was that the gematria came back. Kamala was on that stretcher.
Ooh.
Body bag.
Gematria said it's Kabbalah.
Kabbalah.
That is bad.
All right.
Makes my brain hurt.
It was a good stab.
It froze. Or
no, I think
the audio just randomly cut out. Is that my audio? What the fuck happened?
No, I think it's his audio.
No, I did something. Oh, I see what I did. Hold on. I muted the whole site instead of muting the tab.
Taken from
on a separate tab I was on.
Gematria came back. Kamala.
There we go.
Was on that stretcher.
Still learning, guys.
But it was way off. All right.
Mm-hmm.
It was a good stab, but it was way off. I think that there's something a lot simpler afloat there.
Yep.
Like,
I think so too. It's my opinion, though. Yep. What do you think?
Could it be equipment, furniture?
Yeah.
One level-headed son of a bitch.
I would have to look in that bag.
What if the gematria came back as 387 dishes and 14 sets of wine glasses? Would they announce it? Would they do a whole show on it, or would they just be like, "Oh, it's Kabbalah"?
Well, it depends. Was Kamala also one of the lists on there, and the dishes?
Of course.
Because then we can do a show.
They cherry pick what responses they want to use from the get go, right? So, like one of them we did was like was something about -48 171, and it was like it could be the truth within man of God, or it could be Satan's little helper. Of course, they didn't pick Satan's little helper. Apparently, so I asked this question to a real believer of -48, and they said that the reason they cherry pick and leave some of the bad ones out and pick the good ones is because -48, Michael, is the one who has been blessed by God with discernment, so he picks the ones that it means and the ones that it doesn't mean. Because literally for every phrase they do, if it's more than just like a few letters, there's good and bad. Some of them were like, Trump is a liar and always has been, like 208. But it also says JFK is coming back on Sunday. And of course they don't pick the Trump is a liar one. They pick the one they want. They cherry pick it because he's got the God discernment.
Gotcha. Thank God.
Well, yeah, but
That's right.
In my opinion, I believe that at 4 a.m. they moved things that they didn't want people to see.
That makes perfect sense.
That
out the front door in front of the cameras.
Mm-hmm. Because they don't want you to see it.
In the morning, they
Sage
possibly could be
Sagittarius.
Sagittarius.
Right. Ahead of what?
Ahead of what we were talking about.
Ahead of
what's coming.
Yeah.
Trying to get things out of the way.
Well, we all know that.
Because we don't know who it is that's moving it, because we can't get an eyeball on the people, or the trucks don't have lettering on them. So if they're going to take the White House down, there's some things in the White House that does not need to be destroyed. Don't you kind of get where I'm going with that? If
no.
you wipe the White House off the planet, there's
no one does.
The furniture and
not at all
stuff that shouldn't be destroyed with it, or specific properties, let's say, that's got to be removed first, right?
Yeah, I mean, like paperwork.
Yep. Yeah, or like some of our former president's stuff that shouldn't.
I think a lot of that stuff was moved already. I mean, artifacts were coming out of the building a long time ago.
I know, but you got to do a couple of sweeps as big as that place is.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? I mean, you're not going to get. Oh, you remember that one spot over there? Let's go get the stuff out of there. We forgot that. You know.
Yep, and not to mention what could have been buried in the walls in there.
Exactly.
What could have been buried in the walls? That makes sense.
Everything JFK ever had in there, maybe. Because we know how many good presidents there was in our lifetimes.
I fully believe Project Looking Glass is going to come about here shortly.
I bet you do.
But the two subs off the coast of North Carolina, Virginia, out that way, I think they're poised to drop the White House and the monument, and it be called on China, and that's part of our scare event.
Could be, yes. It's a very good possibility.
Okay. So the plan is our submarines are going to launch missiles. So you guys know our submarines are out there. So those submarines are going to launch missiles, the ones that you know about on YouTube, knock down the White House and the monument, and then we're going to say that, nope, it wasn't us, it was China, and we're good to go. Is that the plan? Is that the plan?
I guess,
Stick to the plan?
I guess so. That's the plan they're going with.
That's the best you got? That's the best you got? Keep drinking out of your plastic cup. Continue on. Drink the Kool-Aid.
Well, I say go to Q Post 34. We know there's 34 locations that will be taken out for the Rods of God. The White House is one of those 34.
Oh.
The God Rods.
From Switzerland, the Vatican, the French border, Yahweh, Three Gorges Dam, you name it. 34 locations around the world.
Washington Monument.
Yep. It'll be done. And every one of those monuments, because those pillars, not only in Washington, D.C., the Vatican has one, and also London, Bank of London. So they all go down. Now, I will give you another piece of news. We got a confirmation on what Sheepdog shared with us the other night with his bank account. Santa Surfing.
I love
her
confirmations.
video tonight.
Gotta have confirmations.
Silvergate, if you don't know who Silvergate is, a very good friend of Santa Surfing's in that group, is the person that carries the nuclear football. He's making videos and he's giving us comms. He said, expect little presents in your bank account before Christmas.
Yeah.
Trump said it was going to be a good Christmas.
Yeah.
From the man himself. So that's number 2. So we got confirmation number 1 with Sheepdog sharing what he shared with us the other night. Now we got confirmation number 2 from the guy that carries the nuclear football. What would be confirmation number 3? Actually having the money in your bank accounts. Merry Christmas.
Yep, absolutely. That's the thumbnail I use on my Telegram. But I actually heard that this was going to happen by Christmas time. I heard this early part of the year. I heard it was going to be, there will be money in your bank by the Christmas of this year. I heard it.
Yep, I believe we watched the White House have its final move-out day just now on that video in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
Sounds crazy, eh?
Yeah. I believe that the confirmation was Silvergate and IM. And Sheepdog is confirmation that we're going to have a great Christmas. And
Sheepdog is confirmation. That makes sense.
I swear to God. We just watched everybody move out of the White House. That was the last material. Money will be in your bank. Missiles will be launched from submarines. It's going to be a good Christmas.
Look, it's confirmation.
Confirmation. Does the money hit the bank accounts before or after the missiles come from the subs and take down the White House?
It's before the confirmation, I'll tell you that much. What you know about that?
Is that confirmed?
What you know about that?
Is that confirmed?
It's always been confirmed. Have you not been here?
No. Where'd Mike go?
Where'd Mike go? Oh, you can't see it right now. I'm adjusting something.
December 26th.
They can still see it. You just can't see it right now.
Okay.
That's what I heard as well. You're right. Well, I can say that's what I heard. So, yep.
They're not going to make any major thing happen outside of this Friday with Snowden happen before Christmas to ruin our Christmas. Okay.
Yep.
We have on the back channels being talked about the Biden stepping down already, but when will it come?
It's going to be. I heard this. Now listen, this is a hot intel drop. This comes from a guy who was once in the military. What he said is that now this is probably coded. I don't know if you'll be able to discern it first, but there's people around you that have them pray for you and for your discernment. He said that it's going to be a blue Christmas without you.
Oh.
Does that mean anything to you?
Not yet. Do you get any more? Is there any more?
There is some more. Let me look it up.
Okay.
He sent it to me. So I got to look up the rest of it.
If you got a couple more lines, let me know. Yeah, a couple more lines. Let me see if I can put this together.
Okay.
It's blue.
No. Hold on.
No. Okay.
I'll have a blue Christmas without you.
Yeah.
I'll be so blue just thinking about you. Decorations of red on a green Christmas tree won't be the same, Trump, if you're not here with me.
Blue Christmas. Is it Blue Zombie? Blue Zombies?
No, you're thinking of Red Step Stacker.
Okay. Blue Democrats. All right, we got the Democrats. Okay, read it. Go back again. We got this one. Okay, so blue Democrats without you. So Christmas is going to be without the Democrats. All right. What's the next line? We got this.
And when those blue snowflakes start falling, that's when those blue memories start calling. You'll be doing all right with your Christmas of white, but I'll have a blue Christmas.
Okay, white. So white hats are going to take over, and the blue Christmas is going to be the first arrest, is the biggest arrest, and there'll be all the blues, which means all the Democrats are getting arrested, and the white hats are taking over. There's the comms.
There you go. Somebody drop it on in Telegram. Boom.
We got that. Busted that one down, baby.
See, I wasn't going to tell you because chat kept telling me how slow you were and that you never figured it out. And then look what happened.
Oh, I made you proud, though, right?
No.
I made you proud, right?
Not at all.
Oh.
After Christmas.
Yeah. Okay. I got two more pieces of information that happened last night. So we know the government shutdown was supposed to take place today, December 15th. At late night last night, they reported the Senate passed the debt ceiling at the tune of $2.5 trillion. After they left that, they went to the Washington Hotel and the DNC had a nice party on our dime again. After raising the debt ceiling, $2.5 trillion. It's never been done before.
God, that was a big dinner.
It's not being announced. It's nowhere. What happened?
They raised the debt ceiling just so they could eat.
United States Corporation.
That's
okay. But they're playing tiddlywinks. But we know they can't print any money. The Federal Reserve is closed. U.S. Mint is closed. Okay, in all locations.
And the U.S. Treasury is surrounded by fighter pilots. I don't know if you've been watching those planes, but
let me ask this: have you ever been in a helo doing 150 miles an hour and you fell out and you were dangling out of the helo at 150 miles an hour and you're like, hey, can you guys reel me back up?
I did not hear that when that happened, but someone just informed me of that. Now what happened? They fell asleep? Is that what the story was?
Yeah, he fell out and he was sleeping 150 miles an hour. I didn't get the whole story. I thought it was, I can't remember who it was. He was on a trip to the Philippines, something to pick up his
Big American Daddy.
Oh, that was it. Yeah, that was him.
You come in, metal bird, send long smoke signal.
Yes. Whoop, whoop.
So they're just writing checks that they can't cash.
The old treasury in all locations is closed. The new treasury is there, is present, but is it fully functional yet? No, they gotta release it. The gold codes have to be put into the quantum system, and everything has to start flowing that way. That's the only way we're going to see the new currency and the new treasury come about.
Got to do it. Quantum systems.
And I'm talking about the treasury of the United States Republic. The corporation, as Charlie Freak says.
The corporation.
The swamp's being drained.
There's actual documents, bankruptcy court. The corporation's already been through bankruptcy.
Twice.
God.
Yeah, exactly.
Small portions of it, many times.
I think so is Trump.
We're floating in a time where everything we know, every system.
I want to see. Hold on just a second. I want to find that.
Yeah.
Tell me. I think it's coming up. Patriot. Didn't skip it.
While we have this short commercial break, if one of the mods would please drop Fall's link into the chat, if you would please subscribe to Fall's channel. We're trying to get him to 100 subscribers. Thank you for this commercial break.
Coming up on it now.
Guys, you cannot give Poopy Pants, Flashbang, Biden, or Biden credit for
Biden
president in the first place.
Right.
Okay, so don't think like that. He's not getting credit for shit. It's separated pants.
Yeah. He gets zero credit.
Yep. Fraud eviscerates everything.
Yes, it does.
The Georgia Guidestones is part of the 34, right?
I'll be right back, guys.
Yeah, there is a big coin shortage. It's been around a couple times actually, and then they'll go back to where they're doing decent, and then there'll be another coin shortage. That's been going on, but you got to think that look at all the people that are like work from home or not working or on weird schedule or laid off, or the same things happen at the Mint and everywhere.
And on the voter fraud, tomorrow we have hearings on 4 states: Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, Michigan, I think Arizona. Forensic audits, hearings on what they found. We know they found quite a bit. Okay. So
yeah, I mean, we also know that
that's moving forward too.
Yeah, absolutely. We also know that once the military gets cleaned up, we'll learn that the military.
Please keep your eyes focused on God, aka Michael Protzman.
December of 2020 has all the evidence they need to.
Honestly, I think the government might be hyper.
Oh boy.
I think they might be using it like as a scare tactic and making it actually worse with the coin shortage, because I don't know if you guys have known this, but the government for a long time has been wanting to do away with coins, and there's always a huge people fighting against it because of a huge backlash, because people are like, oh, it's going to be more expensive, blah blah blah. You're going to round up to the dollar. They're not going to. The business is not going to take the loss. You are, blah blah blah. But they have been wanting to do away with coins. It's not profitable to print them. They don't even come close to breaking even minting them. Like they're losing money printing coins out. They've been trying to get rid of them for a while.
know that fraud eviscerates everything as well. All that's going to come rushing to the forefront when it's time. I think that I am right that it's going to start a snowball effect to see the 4 states he just talked about, possibly California, and maybe finally Arizona will jump in there. But once they start decertifying, it's going to be a snowball effect, and all of it's going to come out. At the time for which absolutely all 50 states. At the time for which this starts happening in front of our eyes in the mainstream. All right, and I hate.
Oh. Brian Tucker. Oh no.
Nazara money.
Wow.
Nasara money. Got that $100 bill coming through. Look out. That's a Benjamin.
Thank you, brother.
Appreciate it, man. I'm going to split that half with Sage, then he sends me my half back. Works out.
Yeah, every time. Yeah.
We talk about the mainstream as still the leader of where we get our news from, because we all know that's not the case. Alternative media has been for months now.
Thank you, Brian Tucker.
For more than the majority of our country. With that being said, all of it, the domino effect starts, and it all comes flooding out.
I feel like less people, Sage, are donating to buy me a coffee ever since I put that sound clip on there. You think that has something to do with it?
Yeah, that actually could absolutely be something to do with it.
I thought it was funny. Is it not funny?
It's actually post-traumatic stress for some people.
Is it like ear rapey?
Yeah, extremely.
But it's funny, right?
I mean, like backseat of a car.
I need an audio clip of Fall saying, "That's bunk. That's what I want.
All right, I'll get you some. I'll get you cut. We'll get some of those.
Cut.
Fraud is going to be fraud. The fraud itself is going to eviscerate everything. We're then in a constitutional crisis because we don't have what the public thinks is a.
Roderick said, "Dang, Brian Tucker, I was only able to send $10 out of my Nasara money. Who do you know?"
Well, we all know how it's based on good or bad, right? You must have been not as good as Brian.
So the quantum computer system reads your soul. And I heard something that had to do with penis girth. So you may be packing a whopper, but you got a shitty soul. That's all I can say.
There you go.
President, because
it's like
one or the other.
It's like a tuna can.
The scant few,
as it should be,
who aren't paying attention or don't believe.
I don't know, RH. You're dealing with the whole situation. You're not going to have the I's dotted, the T's crossed, and they're not going to put it on your front plate and say, this is all that's going down. When it happens, it'll hit you in the face and you will see it.
McDaniels, about your 5 6-packs. Thank you very much for hitting that audio clip. That's my favorite. Thank you very much. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
That'll always be our favorite.
I'm going to have to take the after show pill just for that ear raping.
Oh, no.
Make sure I don't get, the next day pill.
The morning pill, morning after.
Yeah.
I used to mix them up in muffins and hand them out the next morning.
Did you? Oh, that's good to go.
You don't have to tell them.
Proactive.
Or going to be in a free-for-all, and they won't understand all of this, and it's just going to get worse for them as it all comes apart. I lost my train of thought really right there. I do apologize for that. I was heading somewhere with it, but I don't remember where.
He was just rambling, and he's like, I don't even know where this is going. I apologize. You guys go now. That's like your whole show.
That to you, Mike. Welcome to getting older.
And I want to let people know, every year they sign a little document called the War Powers Act.
Okay? Oh, God.
Yeah.
Every year they
every year.
Powers Act, like we're in emergency, okay? Declaration. And what the War Powers Act does, it takes all of our constitutional rights away from us.
That's what it does.
Okay.
I don't think it does, actually. I think it's something.
You can have National Guard say.
Actually, the War Powers Act, if I'm not mistaken, limits the president's ability to initiate or escalate military actions abroad.
Correct.
Damn it.
The Patriot Act now can
Got that
take
one
some stuff away
backwards.
from us.
Yeah. It's the same reason we haven't declared war since, what was it, the Revolutionary War?
Or before that.
Yeah, I think it was when the Romans were conquering all of Europe. That was the last time we actually went to war.
That was the last time we declared. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Won't even look at the Constitution, when a guy's doing it right in his face. No, because we don't have one as long as we're under a War Powers Act, period.
Somebody said, I hear that dude's voice in my nightmares. How does his wife deal with listening to that? Well, they haven't seen each other in 3 years, so there's that.
Matter of fact, she's so far away, she's in another country.
Mm-hmm.
And she even chose to stay in a country that is a third world country, right? Where is that basically what she's at?
Yeah.
A second world country, maybe, that area?
Yeah. Did you hear him describe that 3-story buildings were completely underwater? Not like a wave, like 3-story buildings were underwater.
No, I didn't hear that.
Days.
I didn't hear that part.
With the new Declaration of Independence, new Constitution, which we already have those documented. We can
So this come up, Johnny's mentioning it now, but this come up when Johnny called into a show, and they're like, have you ever looked at the Constitution? It's in our Constitution. You wouldn't know about that because you're from down under where you don't even have guns, but there's a War Powers Act in the Constitution. And he said, where in the Constitution? And they're like, look it up. That's the problem. Nobody wants to do any work. You guys don't want to. And he's like, no, I got it open. I'm looking at it. I just want you to tell me where in the Constitution it is. You just got to do your own research. That's what you got to do. You got to look it up. We're not going to do it for you. Want me to do it for you? That was the whole
Hang on, I did
conversation.
Research. Hang on. Here's my research.
Oh, they're not coming through.
Oh, you're not getting them?
No. I thought you hit one earlier, but I didn't hear it.
Oh, damn. Well, that's just...
We're going to change.
You looked really cool doing it, though. I'm like...
Well, it's all about looks.
There's 6 Trump...
So you got the glasses.
I'm just like...
Okay. I know that Patrick Tillman is going to come around and drop the hammer on the military.
Excuse me? Patrick Tillman. Patrick Tillman. Hold on.
Go ahead.
Independence, new Constitution.
New Declaration of Independence, new Constitution.
They won't even look at the Constitution, when a guy's doing it right in his face. No, because we don't have one as long as we're under a War Powers Act, period.
Wrong.
And I hope with the new Declaration of Independence, new Constitution.
New Declaration of Independence, new Constitution.
Which we already have those documented. We can do PDFs on them that we are going to change that crap.
Absolutely. There's 6 Trump cards now that I've discovered. Okay. I know that Patrick Tillman is going to come around and drop the
I
hammer
don't
on
know,
the military.
RH. You're dealing with the whole situation. You're
a good
not going to
segue.
have the I's dotted, the T's crossed, and they're not going to put it on your front plate and say, this is all that's going down. When it happens, it'll hit you in the face and you will see it.
Rising Phoenix says, Libert. Whoop, whoop. Thank you very much for the 6-packs. I appreciate it. Thank you for the donation. So if you don't know who Patrick Tillman was, Patrick Tillman stepped away from the NFL to go out and serve in the United States military. He played for the Arizona Cardinals, I think, as a safety.
Yeah, he's a safety.
And he left his military career to go serve in the military, and he ended up being killed while serving overseas in a friendly fire incident. It was, I'm trying to think when it was. It was 2000. He joined after 9/11. He felt like he should join after 9/11. Then he was killed in a friendly fire incident. I can't remember the date. I used to know all the dates and stuff. But anyways, he left the NFL and his money and everything he did. He enlisted in 2002, and he went through Ranger School selection program to become Special Forces. They were assigned to the 2nd Ranger Battalion, serving out of Fort Lewis. And he was killed overseas. He left all that behind to come serve because he felt some type of way after September 11th. Left everything behind, the riches, the contracts, the fast cars and a full career, and went to serve overseas, and then was killed by friendly fire. Another Allied group fired upon their position. There was confusion from a gunfight that was going on, and they believed them to be enemies, and no one was like convicted. It wasn't like a setup or nothing like that, or like Afghanis, going crazy. But to besmirch his name by saying he's still alive and it didn't happen and he's coming back and he's a Trump card and all this shit is disgusting. The guy's a hero. He left the fucking NFL to go. The Army is a lot of times filled with people who have nowhere else to go. And he leaves the NFL, leaves the job he had, leaves the money and the wealth, everything behind, to signs up with his brother. So he has a brother, Kevin, or I think it's Kevin Tillman, and he signs up with his brother, and they go through school. They go through basic training and everything together, sign up together, and he ends up getting killed overseas. But to bring his name up in this way is disgusting. It's the same way they do with Chris Kyle. After all Chris Kyle did for this country. But like I said, Pat Tillman had somewhere to go. Pat Tillman didn't need a paycheck. Pat Tillman wasn't trying to stay out of jail. He wasn't at the end of his rope. He left an amazing career to go serve in the military because he felt like he needed to. And then he's even a hero among Special Operations Command. The Special Operations literally the best of the best literally honor him for his sacrifice that he made, and to bring him up in such a way is just disgusting. This is not the first time either. They brought him up several times as he's a Trump card and he wasn't really killed, and that was all a setup, and he's gonna out Biden or out this person or out that person. It's pretty fucked up, to be honest with you. There was a FOIA request about his death that happened later, and it was they did determine that it's friendly fire. Like, they got the investigation, and that his wounds were consistent with a U.S. service rifle, an M16 that was probably fired from 10 to 20 yards away. So there's been a full investigation. Everybody knows how it happened. It's a horrible accident. But to just say it's fake, I mean, it's just as disgusting as taking away from all the 9/11 victims. I even heard Shane Phelps, the guy that's supposed to be level-headed, the guy that's supposed to be, he doesn't want to piss anybody off, he doesn't want to do this, he doesn't do that. He did the 9/11 things. Like, I don't know what they did with all them people on the plane, but I tell you, they didn't crash into a building. Maybe they took them and murdered them. Maybe they paid them off. To think that you had like a 9/11 victim in your family member, maybe your husband or wife or son or daughter, and then they say that, the one they took down was a setup, that was a feel-good story, and no one actually died, or maybe they were killed by the government secretly in a hangar. The whole thing's disgusting, to use those people in your plot to bring President Trump back in your fucking head, because he's not coming back.
No, absolutely.
Crazy. It's crazy. Let's see if I can... Here, I just pulled up Pat Tillman's things. Tillman was subsequently deployed to Afghanistan. He was at Salemo on April 22nd, 2004. He was initially reported to have been killed by enemy combatants. An Afghan militia force, Allied soldier, was also killed in the action. Tillman's platoon leader, First Lieutenant David Utlot, and his radio telephone operator, RTO, 19-year-old Jade Lane, were wounded in the incident. The Army initially claimed that Tillman and his unit were attacked in an apparent ambush on a road outside of the village of Spera, about 25 miles southwest of the coast, near the Pakistan border. It was not until after his burial that investigations by the Department of Defense and the U.S. Congress were launched, eventually ruling his death to have come by friendly fire. An investigation in the U.S. Army Criminal Investigation CID concluded that Tillman, an Afghan militia soldier, were killed by friendly fire when one Allied group fired upon another in confusion after nearby gunfire was mistakenly believed to be from enemy combatants. The CID report summary dated March 19th, 2007. So it's not even a question. He was actually awarded the Silver Star post his service, and it was presented to his brother and I think his mom. Yeah, it was a big deal when it happened, and to bring it out like it didn't happen is fucking crazy.
Yeah, it's not something, and the problem is they pick these people because they're these heroes, so that suckers other people in saying, "Oh, I'm hoping he comes back," and it's all part of the damn nudge. It's all part of the scam, and that's the worst part. That's the part that pisses me off. It's like in the video that Phil put out, and oh, it's this, it's this. It's not. It's all part of the damn scam.
Yeah, there was even some controversy around it where, like, some newspapers claimed that they had sources that said that the Army tried to cover up that it was friendly fire and tried to say it was something else because they were worried about how bad it looked because he was such a famous person. But it doesn't. Either way, it still happened. Like there's no doubt that it happened. I don't know. Yeah, they use these heroes. They use people with name recognition, like to make it seem like it's some type of gigantic cover up. It's ridiculous. They'll never learn.
Can't wait.
Can't wait either.
Can't wait.
And there's so much more in those trump cards that, it's going to be a realization for some and a pain for others. And we have to unite in it all. Wouldn't you say, guys?
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
We have to stand up.
Hey, Mike, is there somebody in the green room you want to bring on?
Uh-oh, special guest. Sage, are you in there?
Yeah.
If you want to bring on,
absolutely.
I hope it's not this show.
What's going on, brother?
Oh no, it's even better.
Look,
somebody was back in the green room, probably grooming, small children, and was caught. And they're like, "Oh crap, we better bring him on."
I heard his favorite is to sit there for approximately 8 years. To where he's been sitting in the green room. You could say maybe he's 8 years old in the green room, and then he likes to come on.
What he's got on his head?
Perfect.
I can't see it. What's going on, Dave? What do you got to add to this?
I don't think he can hear you.
I'm sure he can't. That's nothing.
He's still trying to set up his new headset.
Is he? Yeah, he tries to hook up too many things to too many devices. I think that's his headset he's had for a while, but I don't know. Maybe he got a new set. Can you hear us?
Chris Kyle is the trump card, guys. They're asking in the chat.
Well, if
now that
you want to read some questions, we'll try to answer them. I don't know if we can hear Dave yet, but
I got a question real quick.
Go ahead.
some of us went to these fucking funerals, people. Like I don't know what you're trying to fucking. Oh God.
I don't know.
They just I don't know.
I want to know what questions they ask these motherfuckers.
Okay, about the Huawei, the chips. Is this why we have a chip shortage? And because I believe Trump stopped the Huawei, the chips coming in here.
Potato chips? He stopped potato chips?
Because of the 5G.
Yes.
Have Fall do an update on the potato chip manufacturing.
President Trump basically saved millions of lives by doing that. Because I think their plan was to get us all vaccinated.
Deb, he figured it out by decoding secret messages on a fake Twitter account that claims to be Mexican Trump because it's a meme account. They decoded fake Twitter posts to learn who the Trump cards are.
Yeah.
If that doesn't make sense, I don't know what will, Anytime we were going to run a mission, they always tweeted at us from meme Twitter accounts. And then we had to decode it. And then that's how we knew where the target was, who the VIPs were, who we were supposed to snatch up, where they were going to, if we had air support or not. That's every mission we ever ran was like that.
Same with us. I mean, in the Coast Guard, if you couldn't tweet it to us that you were taking on water, it ain't real.
Right.
Hit us with the 5G. Is that the case?
That is the case. And think, what was the first thing that Trump did when he rebuilt the military? He got those chips, those Chinese chips, out of our planes, out of our everything, our drones, everything. China could backdoor every one of those machines because.
Who is they? Biden is dead and Congress aren't around anymore. If the White House is empty, who is allowing this? Yes.
You got to understand how the chips work. It's called an EEPROM. Okay. those things are burnt in. You can't change it once it's in there. So they knew it. That's how come there was plane crashes and the Boeing 737X was going down. It's because of chip malfunctions that they could drop them out of the sky.
Yeah, if you remember when Trump came on and talked about Boeing and the planes dropping out, he calmed us. He set comms out during that talk and let us know that the back.
I don't know how rich you think Trump is, but $5 million is, so this is the chat. $5 million is still a lot of money to him. Like I think his net worth is like around $2 billion, with the vast majority of it, 98% tied up in assets. $5 million is still a lot of money. I don't know why it wouldn't be.
Why were they saying it's not a lot of money?
Yeah, someone said that he got $5 million from Big Pharma basically, and somebody's like, "What's $5 million to Trump? A lot of money. It's $5 million."
Yeah, it's $5 million.
Right, they had him in.
Y'all act like you know this motherfucker. How many personal conversations you had with him? Like, get the fuck out of here.
Fighter jets too, and they had the same chip on Air Force One, if you recall.
Wow.
They push a button and take Air Force One out of the sky. These people are evil, bro. You have no.
Forbes magazine, 2021. Trump actual net worth $2.5 billion.
Yeah, I got that.
Most people listening have no clue.
Not $80 billion.
Who these people are. There's nothing below these people. Nothing. As soon as you find something that they did that you say, "Well, now I seen everything." You ain't seen nothing yet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Believe me. I have a whole bunch of stuff here that I was gonna.
Oh, I listened to this. You gotta listen to this, dude.
All right, hang on 1 second.
What's up?
You gotta listen to this, dude. I think I caught this part of this video. You gotta listen to this.
Net for Truth guy?
Yeah.
Let's answer this question right quick, and then we'll let you get at it, Dave. All right. Who is they? Biden is dead, and Congress aren't around anymore. If the White House is empty, who is allowing this?
I don't. So you can believe whatever you want. That's true. That's your right. But I don't take the God told me. The cope with God told me. God placed. God said no. Like unless you can show me some proof, I don't care what God told you. God commanded bears to kill children for making fun of a guy because he was bald. People hear different things from God.
Guys.
The cabal.
The cabal. That's right.
We have deep state players. The cabal is still operational in several different factions. Right now, Trump is managing military operations or war fields. They're calling them war fields. And there are so many that other things have to be put on the back burner because they're just, it's like a moving chessboard and they're moving pieces all the time, action, reaction. They do something and we react to it. And we do something and they react to it. And so understand this is an actual military operation, but in the background, there is no, guns fired, but yeah, there is tornadoes that take out human lives. Okay. We lose them every day. Researchers, we've had so many good researchers that have lost their lives for doing what we're doing here on this platform, but we're not scared. We don't care.
I wonder how many Democrats God told. Wonder how many Democrats God told Trump would never be president.
That's a good question. We should ask.
There were plenty praying that he wouldn't be president. So I guess he got to play both sides evenly.
But yeah, there is tornadoes that take out human lives. Okay, we lose them every day. Researchers, we've had so many good researchers that have lost their lives for doing what we're doing here on this platform, but we're not scared. We don't care. Bring it on. You killed me 4 times. You can't do it again. You can't do any more harm to me than you've already done.
Absolutely.
I know I took an oath.
I did too.
Yep.
Oh God, they took oaths.
That's it. That's all that matters.
Well, I've been watching the news all day, guys, and there was a bunch of stuff that
I don't know how true it is. It's being reported by multiple sources. So you got to give it either they're copying material from themselves, but if you want, I'll read it off to you what's being done.
These people here, I'm not even talking about chatting anymore. These people right here hide behind God told me, or God revealed this code to me, or the Michael Protzman is an archangel. They're always, it's always something. You can't question it because it's God. Well, what's God telling everybody else? He told somebody else something different. What if you're worshiping the wrong God?
What's being said. Yesterday, a missile from Iran hit Israel, and Israel has hacked the quantum finance.
See, Carolyn.
And Trump is not calling the shots. The military is in command. Yesterday, a balloon flew over Florida, which was followed immediately by severe storms, and the first time Florida had any fog. Get this, Andrew Cuomo has to return $5.1 million from his book sales to New York State by January 2022.
Oh, no.
The book's title was American Christ.
Oh, my God. There it is. There it is. The best comment of the night, Sage. Hold on.
What we got?
It's on theirs. Did you read that?
I took a digital oath. Brilliant. Brilliant.
Oh, no.
Oh, you know, you could do a soundbite with for the six-pack. Instead, I took a digital oath.
I took the digital oath of service. Oh, God. Oh,
nice.
Man. Digital soldiers, they're out here fighting this invisible war.
That's them. That's them. That's them. We know the leader.
I don't want to serve it.
ISIS. And I'm wondering whether they made that order under the Son of Sam law. Because under the Son of Sam law, you cannot profit from your crime. And he loses the Emmy they gave him the same day that he stepped down from being governor. HarperCollins also drops Chris Cuomo's new book. And are we on the air here? There's something going on here.
Yeah,
Trump is JFK.
Collins also drops Chris Cuomo's book.
Hey, real quick, Dave, not to interrupt. I'm having really major issues too. Are you having them in your state?
They got their, so Bonnie, who is their moderator in the Telegram and on their YouTube, just told them 10,000 people need to hit the like button, so YouTube has to leave the video up. That's not true.
I don't think that's how it works. I don't think that's how it works in any way, shape, or form.
They're even grifting for likes. It's only got 5,000 and it's 5 days old, and we're just watching it now.
Hey, are you having them at your house? Are you watching screens? Are you having screens flicker and all kinds of crazy stuff?
No, the screen changed.
I'm not saying that your God's wrong or God's, but there's been several 100,000 people say that God told them this was going to happen, and they all were wrong. Yeah. So maybe you're the one person out of everybody in the world that heard God and has the most accurate representation of God's desires and predictions. But all these other people have been wrong.
Smaller things.
Right.
So
okay. I'm having flickers over here. I've not been able to live stream. I've had some
internet flickers.
Right, go ahead.
I had to reboot my whole system.
It happens.
I do that daily, 3 or 4 times a day. Go ahead.
The city of Chicago is suing Jesse Smollett for $130,000 for his race baiting hoax. The JFK documents released on the 15th today. 1,500 docs are posted on.
I've got to step away and beam up to the shower and take a digital shower. Then I'll be back to the show. All right. Wash off good in your digital world.
Online. I'm going to send you guys the links to all the documents that they released. And the CIA, as soon as they're popping up, they're trying to take the documents off. I wonder what's in it. There's a whole trove of documents. I went through the list, and just the list is incredible. And they're all non-searchable PDF documents. They have JPEGs in PDF files. So you really can't search for a term, so you have to just sit there and read the damn thing. This is a joke. The ESPN documentary resurrects the BS about the NASCAR driver fake story about a noose in his garage, which is really a garage door pull.
Oh God, we're all the way back to this.
Resurrected for the people who are
it's good.
6 brain cells short of a 6-pack. Pelosi's text messages were leaked about Capitol Hill and January 6th incident between Mark Meadows, Hannity, proving the left's story about Trump instigating insurrection was all a total bullshit story concocted by the Demon Rats. We know that they got Nancy Pelosi's laptop in that raid. We know that there were several people in the mix there. A guy was sitting behind Pelosi's desk with his feet up on a desk, and they snatched up her laptop, and they got all her emails talking to...
Calm down, chat.
And giving the
You'll be all right.
play-by-play on what was happening.
We'll go watch a Bishop video, and he'll lead us back to...
If you remember correctly, not to interrupt you, Dave, but there was 11 laptops.
Bishop Big Daddy Meat Stick.
Right. They ran when they saw people coming in. They took off because they're paranoid, and they're trying to make it out like they were attacked. So they all took off and left their computers on and left their laptops there. Now, if I had a laptop full of that stuff, I'd take it with me.
Because the building was stormed and people ran away. It's their fault for pretending like they were attacked. That makes sense.
Yeah, and plus, they didn't run. They were all in the different part of the building. Nobody ran back to their offices to grab their stuff because,
they don't really get a choice. Like when security says, okay, we're going to this exit right now where the building's been breached. And they can hear people yelling, to the gallows, we're settling this once and for all. And gunshots going off. I don't think they're like, fuck it, we'll set them up. Let's get out of here.
Yeah, shit, I left my purse.
But stupid is as stupid does. CNN and the NSA and all governments on earth capitulated to Donald Trump. Child trafficking will be exposed.
Oh, no. Oh, no. I guess they skipped over the pedo guy stuff, huh? Don't let you traffic them.
The information.
He used to be a Boy Scout leader.
He did. He was.
Julian Assange will testify that Seth Rich handed him the HRC emails. That's about, let's see, what do I got? Oh, yeah. There's supposed to be 4th stimulus checks coming either by Christmas or early next year. I don't want to hold my breath.
Yeah, don't.
That's it. And there's a fire. Right now, there's a fire in the World Trade Center in Hong Kong. And the...
we already covered that.
Okay.
I think they say that.
We covered that extensively. But go ahead.
I couldn't see it because my internet was down.
Oh, yeah, we're having issues over here too, bro.
Yeah.
We're having issues here too. This is
There's a fire in the World Trade Center in Hong Kong. The clowns in America seem to be involved. And Snowden may be spilling the beans. They're trying to get Julian Assange over here to testify. Because if he testifies that Seth Rich handed him the HRC emails, they're done. They're done.
Done.
That's right there. That's motive for an assassination right there.
Right there. Done.
Look, so there's a question. Is Barron Trump a card too?
Yes.
What do you mean a card? A card in the game?
No, one of the cards. Mike?
In the 5D chess or the game card that's being played by, the game of poker that's being played by Trump, he has 6 Trump cards.
Yes, he does.
And they're asking if Barron Trump is a Trump card. And yes, that is very true.
Yeah, I believe Barron Trump was responsible for a lot of the Q drops because some of those Q drops came at 4 a.m. And who's with the president at 4 o'clock in the morning? Yeah,
his wife.
It just pieces together.
Well, maybe not.
People underestimate Barron. That kid is a genius. Trust me, he's a chess master. And the kid is.
Listen.
I work with.
Listen to him or
Back
listen
that
to
up.
Okay.
No, listen to this guy. Back it up just a little bit.
I believe Barron Trump was responsible for a lot of the Q drops because some of those Q drops came at 4 a.m. And who's with the president at 4 o'clock in the morning?
Barron?
It just pieces together. People underestimate Barron. That kid is a genius. Trust me, he's a chess master. And the kid is. I worked with kids for a long time. I can look into a kid's eyes and tell you.
Oh, no.
It's a lot deeper than what you might think.
Oh, no. He wants to get a lot deeper.
Yeah.
Oh, no, dude. That is bad. Quick question, chat. You all know that the whole Trump and Barron being like chess masters are recognized by some type of chess union or affiliation or that's all a lie, right? There's nobody in here that believes that he's an actual chess master. Like the meme started as he was a master of like 4D chess. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 4 or 5D chess.
And then a bunch of fake news articles started pushing that he was, he was an actual chess master and that Baron was the youngest chess master ever. That's all a lie. Like none of that's true. Didn't know.
Right.
There's people that believe it, but none of it's true.
Trust me on this one.
Well, the only
trust me on this. That's what he told that 8-year-old's dad while he was teaching him how to swim.
Swim.
Damn, he's teaching him how to struggle. Little snuggle with the struggle.
People that don't realize that, Dave, are the ones that don't pay attention. Because we've been screaming it for years how brilliant this kid is. If that time machine exists in Trump's power, who do you think is going to make it run and operate? Just saying.
Yeah, and that book that was written in the 1800s,
right,
with a picture on the cover that looks just like Baron Trump.
Baron Trump and his dog. Yeah.
Huh? How many coinkydinks do we have? If we tally.
All right, Jamie, this is your last chance to drop it. If you name somebody else in my chat, you're going to get banned. Everybody else is dropping it. Everybody else is moving on. I don't care what the fuck is offensive to you. I really don't care. We're done.
Up all the coinkydinks that we've been over the last 7 years. How many would that be, Tony?
Most of them. Most of them are coinkydinks.
I'm right there with you. I believe that Trump, Baron, got that time machine going.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, not saying Trump couldn't, but Baron can keep it running. That's the
yeah. I mean, the thing I will say about Trump is that Baron has been with him his whole youth, and Trump was raised up to do what he's doing right now.
Absolutely.
Trump's been raised.
100%.
That makes sense. Time travel.
And all the research I've seen.
Time travel.
And Baron is being prepped right now to be.
Not a lot of people know this, but Baron's actually 163 years old.
Yeah.
He's got that.
Born in February.
He's got that Benjamin Button disease.
President of the United States.
Exactly.
Wow, that would be awesome.
I believe it. As sure as I'm sitting here, I might not get to
He's
see
being
it, but
president.
He'll
be president.
Baron is smart, but Baron spent his whole life, kind of having the best teachers, the best tutors, the best. He is a smart kid for sure. It's not just.
Is he time machine smart though?
No.
Does he create time machine smart? Because that's what we're shooting at here. I mean, we're not just saying smart. We're saying working time machine smart.
Yeah, no, he's not that. And not that the best tutors and teachers make you smart. I mean, like, he clearly had an aptitude for it, and he's been, gifted with those things because of his father's wealth. Somebody fucking ban Jamie, and she can pray that God tells me to let her back in.
President of the United States' history.
I'll be listening.
In my opinion.
He could be.
He sure could be.
Especially if that documentary that I posted, I forget the name of it, but it's the Q drops, Q to Save the World. It was one of the offshoots of that documentary series. I mean, if you put all the pieces together, how he disrespected the Queen, walked in front of her, how the Pope looked like he crapped his pants, and all of this other stuff.
Oh God!
How he went into the only U.S. president to cross the
into the DMZ.
Yeah, and went to the DMZ and visited the Forbidden City in China, and Putin handing him the soccer ball, and especially with the Muslims, the sheiks over in Saudi Arabia doing the sword dance with him. If you understand the meaning of this, is not just something that like we would do in a wedding to dance around and play around doesn't mean anything. The sword dance to
So I can't. So what they're talking about is a complete and utter lie. Tons of people have done this dance with the swords and shit. It's like a tradition when anybody famous comes of it. Even movie stars and actors and shit have done it. But someone asked if I could take my glasses off when I get feisty. I can take my glasses off. But the problem is when I take my hat and glasses off, Scott MiKe was right. I look like a basketball headed bitch, and then it ends up looking like this. And then and see. I gotta put my glasses back on, or this is all you see, and it's very distracting. People commenting all the time. So when I put the glasses and the hat back on, then I don't look nearly as bad.
And here's the problem: my glasses are real, so for me to do that, I literally have to go out and get a basketball and put it on my head. which I probably could do.
We're not saying we're above that. We could definitely do that. Liam has a basketball that has, somebody sent it from the stream. It has like LED lights built into it, and when you bounce it, it lights up, and it's pretty cool. We could cut that open and stick it over your head. It would look like you were being burst.
And then what? Then ram my head against walls to make it simulate bouncing, just so the lights go off?
Yeah. Headbutt your mic over and over.
That's not good, because I have 2 mics. Never mind.
Those Muslims means that if you're holding a sword, that you're the guy in charge. They're giving him, the power to be the head nacho there.
Yep.
You follow me? So if you put all of that together, you wonder why.
Wheezy, I've seen all your comments, and I still have no fucking idea what you're talking about. The first one I thought English is like his 6th or 7th language. And now I'm even more confused. Go research, but I ain't keeping you here. Go do all your research. All of it.
Why don't any of these people show up on Thursdays where they can all call in and we can talk about it? I like that.
They'd rather be here.
I would
just
love that, actually.
Fucking throw off my chat and flare up my fucking attention deficit due to PTSD, and now I'm over here, can't remember what I'm even listening to.
Why do you want to get rid of them? Because the whole cabal, it's worldwide. It's not only here. It's not only here. You know who will the actors are. How are you going to take them out all simultaneously? Well, you'll find out their common fear. Their common fear is being exposed for doing what they do.
Somebody said Liberty Warrior has light up panties like that. When you hit them just right. I don't know about that.
So when he gets spanked, is that the problem? What how's that work?
I don't know. Liberty Warrior reminds me of like a Mormon schoolboy, but he was like the cool Mormon schoolboy, if you know what I mean, like the cool one. Like have you ever seen him in his glasses? Do you know he used to want to be the Cold Beer Confessional? He used to have something called Cold Drink Fridays. And he did one episode and everybody fucking hated it. Have you not seen it? Hold on.
No, I
Sidetrack.
You have it?
Yeah, it's still up, dude.
It's still up.
Yeah, if I was him, I would be so embarrassed I would take it. Cold Drink Fridays.
Oh, no.
He thought he was going to be the Cold Beer Confessional, and he's mad that he couldn't pull it off.
What is this? What is that growing? Oh, that's just weird right there.
Oh, I am sorry. But I have noise canceling. These are closed back headphones. I shouldn't be able to hear shit. I shouldn't be able to hear a fucking thing. Somebody could be beating out the windows of the van and I shouldn't be able to hear it. And I just heard in unison about 4.3 billion pair of panties hit the ground at the same time. This pussy slayer from way back.
Hello, Warriors, World Patriots, my fellow Americans. My name is Mike. I'm the host of the Liberty Warrior Show, and this is Cold Drink Friday. So please join us over on Liberty Warrior Channel 2 at 7 Central, and we'll kick this weekend off right with a little bit of fun, a little bit of laughs, have a good time. So please join us over at Liberty Warrior Channel 2 at 7 Central. See you there.
Is he taken hostage?
The point and the salute. So if you go to...
I'm going to start ending the show like that.
Please don't.
That's perfect. That's beautiful.
So he thought that he was going to be the Cold Beer Confessional, and it didn't work. This is the same promo, I think, actually. Hold on. I think this is the same promotional video. See, his background has got... So... I guess this is before he decided he could get more viewers if he did the godly Trump channel. But he's even got this submarine right here. If I could show you his background, I wish I could, but I don't think he shows it without him in front of it. He's even got the USS Liberty on there, but he's got it listed as a submarine because he didn't know what the USS Liberty was, the ship that was accidentally attacked by Israel. But he's got it listed as a submarine behind him, and the whole time
It's not a sub, right?
No,
That was not a sub, right?
it was a boat. And then the whole time he's got this other submarine down here with. It was like he was made for Jeff. He's waiting for Jeff to show up. There's like bubbles floating over here, and then all these other ships, like this one up here in the corner and this one right here. See how they look like they're sinking? Apparently, this sub rammed all these ships, and they're like ABC, NBC, CNN, and he's got.
Oh, I get the motif. Okay.
And
got it.
He's got the USS Liberty attacking other ships when the USS Liberty was actually a ship, not a submarine, that was actually attacked by Israel. And a lot of people are still upset about it. He fucked this all up. Like, bad. But this is Cold Drink Friday. See you there. He doesn't even point at the camera. He's like, so I hope you join us.
Like he's guiding traffic. Park over there.
I'm telling you, he is mad that he wasn't able to pull off the Cold Drink Friday, but I could pull off the Cold Beer Confessional. And now, all of his fans that show up is like, how about another cold beer, you drunk? Oh, you're drunk? What alcohol you like? Oh, you drink the devil's liquid or whatever you're showing up and saying. This motherfucker tried it before I even did. He just couldn't make it work.
Park over there.
All lanes are clear.
With these orphaned kids. They're doing what they do with these kids that disappear like a fart in the wind and nobody says nothing.
Yeah, because they showed up at your house. And you were supposed to be a family friend teaching them how to swim.
It's jealousy. He's just jealous.
That's right. Instead, you're teaching them what a prolapsed asshole looks like.
An interest story on the planet.
On the planet.
From the mainstream media. Nothing. Not a word. They're too busy chasing PP hoaxes and fake dossiers and, January 6th insurrection.
Somebody said his new show was say, welcome to the Frosty Beverage Revelation.
If Donald Trump wanted to start an insurrection, he could start an insurrection. And trust me, the insurrection he could start by just saying a couple of words, they would know what an insurrection is. But it's always fake, total nonsense that they're putting out. Total nonsense.
You wouldn't know what an insurrection is if it showed up at the Capitol on January 6th, you sons of bitches.
Yeah. I think he's confusing insurrection with erection.
Oh, yeah. There's lots of kids who don't know what that is. He's trying to spread the message.
So he's there to spread the message.
It's trying to resurrect shit that has already been debunked. It's already shown to be a hoax, like the noose in the NASCAR garage. It wasn't a noose; it was a thing to pull the door shut. And they had the FBI in there, like 20 or 30 FBI agents in there for a freaking piece of rope. Give me a break. Only people with no. You have to be beyond stupid. I mean, really, you have prize-winning stupid. Some of these people are still walking around with diapers on their face.
And that's the way he likes them. Still in diapers.
I told one woman today, I told her, I said, she's, why don't you wear them?
I'm surprised Phil hasn't picked up on his intel yet. Had like a joint show and then some type of weird orgy at a local kindergarten. I don't know what's going on there.
Yeah. No, time will tell.
This guy says, why are you wearing on your face what belongs on a baby's ass?
Oh, no. On baby's ass.
Well, all I can say is I'm going to ask them for their medical certificate at Walmart. That's my new thing. That greeter says, you got to wear a mask? I'm going to be like, where's your medical certificate? Prove what you're saying is true, please, while I video it. Absolutely.
I mean, I don't know when this is going to jump off. Biden was supposed to step down today. I didn't hear nothing.
Well, it's crazy that you ain't been watching the show, isn't it? Woo-hoo-hoo. You missed an hour of bombshell stuff. It's not on my channel.
Bombshell.
Because they
Gods of Rock.
No,
that's
but
right.
yeah, just
Rods
go back
of
and watch
Gods?
stuff.
God's rod. God's main rod.
God's main rod.
You will see exactly what you're looking for. I believe in
The meat bat from space.
video that we showed earlier, where they're cleaning, in my opinion, they're cleaning out the rest of the White House. 4 a.m. this morning.
4 a.m. this morning.
Yeah,
Yes,
see?
sir.
That's how much you pay attention.
Yep.
Something.
After a party. They're cleaning up after a party.
Bro.
Right.
And that's one of them.
The catering crew.
Hey, but everybody, look, me and Dave go back and forth like this every day, all day long.
So will they announce this money appearing in our banks for the sleepers before it is done? Why ruin a good Christmas present? Where's the surprise in announcing it?
Right, exactly.
It's going to be a Christmas present. Mike's been telling his audience that they're going to have money by Christmas. If you haven't heard that, or I don't know if he said in this video or not, we've been skipping around a little bit. But he's been telling people that by Christmas, Nasara money will be in your bank account. Now, I'm sure there's going to be some type of delay or hold up or God didn't flip the switch. But that's what he's saying right now. I hope they don't deliver the money by balloons. You know how easy those get off track and then they parachute back to the earth. So
yeah,
who knows where they
land. Then they offer out your radar and they're lost forever with the money.
Biggest thing on my board.
This is a 3-hour video. We're gonna have to skip ahead some.
Trying to think.
Subscribers, thank you very much.
Yep.
Mel Q or Mel K?
Got my tinfoil hat on.
You got it.
Oh,
Mel Q and Mel K, or Mel K.
Mel K spoke out against these guys.
I know about Mel Q, and I definitely know Mel K is got a kickstand.
Anybody they disagree with is a transsexual.
Well, wait a minute. I've got a kickstand and I disagree with them, so that's a true statement.
Oh, well, they're just going to say that you have a vagina.
Oh. I'm not going to say the kickstand's going to keep me up, but still, it's there.
Everybody, that's a tranny Illuminati house. That's what we need to play. Hold on. Let me see if I can find. I think I have my email open. So I lost all my videos, but luckily they're all in my emails. BT videos. We can keep watching them.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, I forgot BT made and my computer's been down. BT made
what happened to ML?
A new Griftbusters thing.
Do we need to put out do we need to do a check call on ML? He's just MIA.
We can go check his channel. Hold on just a second. Oh,
ML,
Cold Drink Friday.
Oh, Cold Drink Friday is looking for somebody, ML. If you're listening, reach out. Cold Drink Friday.
Are we doing a Cold Drink Friday show?
Well, we're not. ML and Liberty could.
Tom Brady is a female.
Transvestite.
That's right.
I knew it.
Transvestite.
Most women are men.
Mm-hmm.
Sean Connery is one of them, and James Wood is the other one. Tom Brady's a tranny.
He's a lady man. He sure can throw the football, but he pees sitting down.
I gotta ask you. I mean, you want some more details?
The male and female skeleton is different. So on the left, we have a female pelvis. It's wider. The indent point on a man is below the belly button. On a woman, it is above. His is right here.
Oh, no.
That's where it is on the female.
He's got love handles.
Tranny.
Yeah.
Tom Brady's a tranny.
He's a lady man.
Clearly, this tranny argument is a pattern here.
I think so. It seems that way.
Won 7 Super Bowls, but he shaves his legs.
Tom Brady's a tranny.
That's confirmed.
He's a lady man. He's an MPV, but he's got PMS.
That's the house they live in. That's an Illuminati tranny house. Look at
There you go. There's a house.
Massive.
Yeah.
Illuminati trannies live in these kind of houses.
Absolutely.
That's ML. Illuminati trannies live in these kinds of houses. By the way, that's a video by BT. Shout out to BT for helping us with our music, and Jay Reese, Roper and Raina with our artwork. But I forgot that he actually just redid a video for us for the Griftbusters podcast. And I forgot to send that to him where my computer messed up. Let's see how they end this, Sage, and then we'll wrap it up. It's getting close to midnight anyways. Let's see what kind of intel they send us home with here.
Prayer.
Here's the last 5 minutes.
Left and right, man.
They're getting screwed forever. Never read the book The Plot to Seize the White House. Oh, my God. When I first saw that book, I couldn't believe what I read. Yeah, read that book. Anybody listening, you want to know how far this goes back? Read a book called The Plot to Seize the White House by Jules Archer. In 1933, corporate America tried to take over the United States government. And if it wasn't for an unsung hero that nobody ever heard of by the name of General Smedley Butler, you and I would be singing Edelweiss and doing the Sieg Heil salute right now. Guaranteed. Guaranteed.
All right. Let's bow our heads, guys. Stop in the chat. If you don't mind, y'all stop typing in the chat. Let's bow our heads and
stop the chat. Shut it down.
Can be
You're gonna lead us in prayer.
And glorified.
The chat doesn't even slow down.
Indifferent, Father, we pray that you reach out to all of us and continue to help us move forward in the journey.
Barron is 8'2". That sounds accurate.
We thank you, and we want to also send out a special message for Chris, Father, that he is taken care of and healed by your hand through the doctors and through the love and grace and mercy that you're sharing amongst us all. Include the doctors, include.
Amen.
Guys, it's been an eventful day, and I want to thank each and every one of you. Sheepdog's kind of.
His phone died, Mike.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, make sure he knows I love him, and I appreciate his staying on and sharing the stuff he shared tonight. And as the days progress, guys, it's going to get more and more. And everybody watching, y'all know that we're going to be here for each and every one of you.
Get ready for that Christmas money, baby.
Day after Christmas.
But what we do have to agree on is that God is the head of this, and this is a spiritual war first and foremost. And God's won it already. And we're going to keep walking. We're going to keep.
That's what I was talking about. God's won it already. There's nothing to worry about. Sit on your couch. They're hiding behind God because they think you can't question it. Or they'll do like they do me. They'll call you a Satanist and they'll yell and scream and alcoholic and a drunk and a piece of shit and everything else.
Exactly.
Keep taking that journey.
Yeah. And
go ahead.
The issue is too is that you can still believe in what you want to believe with God and all that other stuff, and everybody has a different, how that goes through. But when you constantly throw it out in front, and you know what I mean, and where it's just like I heard them, that's between him and God. Remember those statements? It's always between him and God. Well, he was with a 13-year-old girl. Well, that's between him and God. No, it's not. There's somebody else there.
That's the reason it's illegal, and we have a court system.
Right. That's the stuff that drives me insane.
I mean, like if someone hurts, harms, murders, attacks one of my family members, I'm not just gonna be like, God will handle it. They should have done that. Bad guy. God will handle it. Don't call the police. Don't file a report. Don't do that. God will handle it.
Yeah, exactly.
Each and every day. Thank y'all. We love y'all.
Appreciate you. Thanks for having us, Mike.
Thanks for having us, Mike.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So real quick, I always get people who ask me, is there people that really believe this? Do people that really follow this? Just look at this chat.
I don't know, RH. You're dealing with the whole situation. You're not going to have the I's dotted, the T's crossed, and they're not going to put it on your front plate and say, this is all that's going down. When it happens, it'll hit you in the face, and you will see it.
McDaniel, thank you for the 6-packs again. Good night to you as well. But you can just go through this chat and read how many people agree with them, how many people are asking them questions, on the edge of their seat, waiting for their Nasara money. Some people are like, well, I'm not buying Christmas this year for the family until after the Nasara money comes in. Why would we buy it now? We're just waiting on that good Christmas Trump promise. This and that, and over and over and over again. You can scroll through this chat and see every bit of it. They're delusional. They believe this mechanic from North Carolina who had a fake heart attack and got $75,000 and used that to retire for life, is sending them secret information that he decoded from a Twitter meme account. That's what they place their faith in. All right, Sage, I'm gonna pull. Go ahead.
I don't think that's gonna end well.
It's not. It never does. I'm gonna pull that down and let everybody see the cool new background. But what do you got going on this week, Sage?
Well, I think you're gonna be on my show tomorrow.
Nope.
I'll probably post a. No, not coming on? No? Yeah, he'll be on my show tomorrow. I'm going to do a live tomorrow on my channel.
What time?
You know what? You're going to be on the show because I'm just going to grab a screenshot and stick you there. So even if you don't show up, I've got all... Listen.
Can't hear it, Sage. I can barely hear it, but we can't hear it. You got to fix that before tomorrow.
Yeah, we have to fix that because I don't know why it's not working. But I have all your sound effects, so I don't even need you to be there. I just need a picture.
Yeah, you do have some sound effects. Just grab a screenshot of me. Check it out.
That's all I'm going to do. I'm going to grab a screenshot, throw it on the screen, and I'm just going to start talking to you, and you're going to answer with all my sound effects. I'm going to grab even your laugh. You're going to laugh at everything I say. I'm going to snag it from this video right here.
Yeah,
and
but
you're just going to laugh at everything I say.
The stuff you say isn't funny. Seems...
It will be to you.
Somebody did say grab his laugh in the chat. I saw that.
I know. She's the same person that told me to get this one. Watch the water.
Watch the water. Watch the water. What time is your interview tomorrow?
I think 9.
You're going live in the morning? All right, then.
No. Night.
Oh, okay. Live tomorrow night. Yeah, that works. I'll be back here on Monday, Wednesday, Saturday. We have our podcast together Thursday, Defiant Discourse, and Game Night on Friday. But make sure you check us out. I'm going to be rebuilding all my shit, chat. So I've got some of it together, but I don't have like the podcast stuff. I don't have all the animations I want. The chat's still pretty plain. Like I like it to be different than everybody else's stream. So I'll be working on that. And make sure you check out Sage over on Sage News, Defiant Discourse Podcast, the Game Channel, this channel, the main channel, every channel. Check them out. And
and anybody that was here complaining Thursday in the chat, you're welcome to show up. I'm sorry, that was complaining. Show up Thursday and click the link, jump in, and say it to our faces. I'm excited for that.
That is the call-in show, the Defiant Discourse Podcast. First hour, we answer your questions. Leave them on the previous episode, and we'll go back and read them. The first hour, answer your questions and discuss hot topics. The last, the first half, and the last half, we just take calls. Anybody can call in. Nobody's blocked. Come check it out where we don't get all that bullshit on our own main channels. We can take it over there and fight about it. Yeah, make sure you guys join us.
Let me see real quick. One more. Hang on. Let's see. Fall is at 92. If I could have 8 more people subscribe to Fall, I'd like to surprise Fall first thing in the morning and show him that he's at 100. So if you do that for me, I'd appreciate it.
Make sure you drop that link. I'll drop it in the Discord and Telegram. And go check out Fall. Thank you for the donations tonight. Thank you for the support. Thank you for hanging out with us, guys. We'll see you on the next one. I don't really have an outro screen, so tell them bye, Sage.
Bye, Sage. You muted me, didn't you?
No. See you guys.
Welcome to the drama club. How to pay my dues. Welcome to the drama club. Another day, another struggle. Life in the fast lane. To for the hustle, that's the price to play the game. I think about what got me here, these blood, sweat, and tears. I think about what got me here, these blood, sweat, and tears. Another day, another struggle. Life in the fast lane. To for the hustle, that's the price to play the game. I think about what got me here, these blood, sweat, and tears. I think about what got me here, these blood, sweat, and tears.
Hey, if I don't see you guys, everybody have a Merry Christmas. We'll see you on the next one. Have a good night, guys. Holler at me if you need me on Telegram, Discord, a Messenger. I'll see you guys.
Had to push myself to make it. Amateurs wait for inspiration. I scope my bonus assassination. I can sit back and wait for death and ingest the pressure that's caught in my chest. Turn around and use it like a bulletproof vest and invest in the stress till nothing's left. All these would-be's, these could-be's couldn't see, they laughed at me. They still serving fast food. Now I'm headed to the top to the big leagues. Now they say they miss me. They wish me the best, they believe in me. I don't really care who I used to be, and all you want is the recipe. I keep calm, my head strong. Said it always fail, you're dead wrong. Found a place where I belong, so move along or get stomped on. My mind's tight, my chest tight. Play the best cause I paid the price. Got my money on Alex White, them bright lights, it's fight night. Another day, another struggle. Life in the fast lane.